So then I can go live on mine, and then I won't have to go back into this.
And here we are live. Hey, how we doing, everyone? All right. Well. Hey, how we doing, everyone? There we are. Get that turned off. Get everything set up. And we're good to go.
We are here and ready to sell things.
Yes, we are.
So it's starting now. It's ending now. 1 minute in the next item. So we're jumping in. If you're going through anything you see, please make sure you hop over to the link in the description. It's also in the pinned chat. You can go in. You want to sign up and make sure you're ready to bid, because we're not going to do it live through YouTube, just, slinging stuff through the camera. All set up really nice through the website. So you can go in there, bid in there, all safe, secure, and that kind of thing. So yes, shipping is available, of course. After the end of the auction, please contact them and with your address, and then we'll confirm your shipping needs.
And putting in the ticker tape.
Everything's set up, and then we should be, if I'm doing this right.
There we go. So if you see something you want to bid on, by all means, there we are. If you see something you like, you have to set up an account on our website. Go to recycleneo.com.
So we found each other through the auction site, not in a weird way, but they had a live auction. I bid on some stuff and I wanted to get my hands on it. And so we started talking. I'm like, hey, I don't want to sell anymore, on my own. And I want to focus everything into YouTube and some other stuff I've got going on. But nonetheless, it's easier for me to take all of this reselling stuff, go through, and I can bring it to them, and they get it all set up and sorted, and the pretty photos and everything else. We both make money. It's a perfect setup, really. You have everything in place already.
Works well. So, hey, how you doing, Adventures with the Hudsons? Uncle Bo.
What is going on?
And if you didn't know, this is Suburban Beard here next to me. And he's got a YouTube channel. We'll drop that in the links here.
I bet we know a lot of the same people.
Probably.
I know a guy.
Oh, we both know a guy, don't we?
Yes, a couple people.
So just kind of looking at where we're at, this is actually the first time we're going live for one of our online auctions. I know a lot of times we get comments, where do we sell our stuff? How can you find it? And this is our major platform. It is a website local here that we're a part of, and you get to bid on things. Everything starts at $1, and we're actually at closing night. Hey, how you doing today, Lynn? Thanks for joining us. Everything starts at $1.
Oh, that's me.
So we are checking out a closing, and everything that is up for sale is this guy, Suburban Beard.
Yeah, just cleaning house, cleaning garage space, cleaning everything. And just was trying to find a way to get rid of it all. And, listen, anybody who resells knows, you also hit a point, what's every reseller? They're amazing at buying. Every reseller is amazing at buying.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
It's actually getting rid of stuff and getting the photos and, the other 100 things that need to get done. And and we get stuck, it's just, so it happens. But
hey, Seashell,
hello. The Hudsons. I remember the Hudsons.
Yes.
Yeah, and then Uncle Bo, he's new.
Uncle Bo is new, but we came across and met Uncle Bo through the Hudsons.
Oh, nice.
He's over in Indiana.
Okay. And so, I apologize if I don't seem as attentive. I'm literally trying to remote into my home computer so I can set the live up. So we're dual streaming the live, get people over here so they can come say hi.
And that looks like it is. Don't tell me that's frozen. We are
Oh, there it goes.
First lot closed.
Do we have to leave it open?
Not sure. Let's go and take a peek.
Right? Yeah, let's do oh my gosh, it's being so angry.
All right, so we're already at lot 6, so we missed the closing, which we can go back and look at that real quick. Because I was wondering how that would work out. There we go. Oh, that Game Gear closed at $60. The Atari games, $16.26 for the second lot of Atari games. The ones in the bag with the manuals, $4. Okay. And where are we at right now? We had some Nintendo games closed for $37.50. That Mario Kart closed for $21.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's not too bad.
Lot number 10, original NES games closed at $50. Nice. Okay. All right, let's get back to
things
what's
are moving.
All right. Here we are. What's active? We're on lot number 9 right here. It's still going. It's at $55 for that 6 Nintendo games.
What is your timer set at? Because I know the nice thing about these bidding, there's no sniping. I mean, unless you walk away.
Right.
But what's your time? Is it 3 minutes, 2 minutes?
2 minutes.
2 minutes. Okay, so every time somebody places a bid under 2 minutes, it goes to 3 or it adds 3?
I think it bounces back 2 minutes.
Okay.
So, like, if you're under 2 minutes, then it'll add 2 minutes to the clock.
Whoa. Binoculars, $58.
Yeah, that's a good name.
Yeah.
Learned that recently in that buyout. Luopo. That's a very good name, especially when it comes to hunting.
Takamine, I don't know that name, but
it's still closed at
$37,
$38. Yeah.
It's a laser level. Listen, you can't go that wrong with it, right? Like,
no. Gotta love it. So we still have 26 seconds on that lot of Nintendo games, but over here at the Paraffin Wax?
Yeah.
And the nail drill's at $10, and it's about to close in 15 seconds.
The nail drill would have been really cool. I looked at it because I had to open the box, obviously, and everything in there, and I was like, it's basically a Dremel where you wear the battery on your pouch or on your hip, So it's like, it's pretty awesome. The spin scrubber was cool. I knew it wouldn't sell for a ton. Oh, there we go. Sold. So
some of these items you got as what, box opening?
Yeah, some were for, like, I've done open box on the box opening, going through the product, stuff like that, turning it on for my YouTube channel, where companies sent them to me, so they were free, and it's just stuff I either have multiples of or never going to use, like the nail thing. I got a hair trimmer once. I was no need for that either, right? So, it's and I just resell this stuff, but I still throw some things on Facebook, what I mean? Like the kids' clothes and that kind of stuff. It's just easier, but like all the reselling stuff, all the things I was getting my hand on, I'm just like, I'm sitting here on it, and I got tired of everything. And I didn't want to stop reselling because obviously there's money to be made. Right. I mean, every time we talk, it's like, hey, we'll meet up real quick and we'll do this. An hour and a half later, we keep you keep learning. You keep learning new things.
So we have Warcraft Ohio, who's in the house. What's up, Warcraft Ohio? Betty Boop 6969. Hey, how you doing, Betty Boop? And KT Treasures. Howdy. So that Christmas tree sold, the ceramic Christmas tree for $16, and the Americana art prints $6. So
that's not bad either.
And the beat keeps moving.
There we go. Yeah, the Masters of the Universe, the collections.
Yeah, so we bundled the one together with all the different figures and the multiples in that one. So, but surprisingly, He-Man and Skeletor are more than
the whole set.
Yeah, the whole cast.
Which is what everybody wants, But I did the little sneaky move though, where I bought all the He-Man and Skeletor from all the local stores.
Well, that happens.
I mean, this is what we do. It's a little arbitrage action, a little,
So here's what surprised me. These Transformers in day one, within a few hours, the Gen 1 bumped up to $50 in like day one.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was actually kind of surprised to see that happen so quickly.
And then it just like stalled. Well, not necessarily. We'll find out in 40 seconds, right?
Yeah, we'll find out in 40 seconds. But
I apologize. Give me 1 more minute, YouTubes, and I will be fully interactive. I'm just struggling with my.
So those are closing out the Masters of the Universe pieces.
Okay.
This Bluetooth headphone set, that was actually Surprising that jumped up to 35.
Because I think it was, or this morning, I think it was only like 5 or 10.
Yeah.
The blue was up there already.
And this one is new in the box. The lot 26.
That's why it's going for more, I'm assuming, not just the color.
But hey, I mean, those sell.
Yeah.
People like those. So
there we go. $75 for the Gen 1.
And then the thing with those, it was interesting because I know, like, especially, growing up with these toys, like the Optimus Prime I had, I can't remember that truck right up front. I remember he was a car carrier, but I couldn't remember his name. I actually had that piece and Optimus Prime. But the one I always wanted was Megatron. If that was the case, I'd have been trying to make a side deal before this even went live.
Like, I've got an idea.
Look at the New Kids on the Block poster, the stand-up.
Yeah.
I was surprised that jumped.
I'm not, because they just announced yesterday too, a new concert's coming out next year. They're touring, so they've been in the news a lot recently. So it'll be we'll see if anyone tries to snipe on that thing. I honestly, that's the only reason I get annoyed with doing when I bid on these, like the estates and stuff like that, is because of the amount of people that go in at 1 minute or 30 seconds and try and snipe you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, now there is the side of that though. Like after 2 minutes, someone may just be like, "Oh, I got it. No one's bidding on it." No, Yeah, I do my bidding like that 2 minutes and 15 seconds, hoping nobody gets their notification in their email that they.
I'm more the war of attrition, so I wait until that last, right before that 2 minute warning. So
that's exactly.
You hit the 2 minutes, then you're going to give me more time to think.
Now there's some items when I go on these sites and stuff like that, like like if I was buying that for the wife because of her New Kids obsession, right? Like I'd be like, all right, what am I gonna? I'll spend 120. I'll just bid the 125. If it goes over that, I'm not. You're on your own. Someone else can have it. But
So here we are. As a matter of fact,
there we go.
It jumped $10. So
90. There we are.
And we're hitting up the 2 minute warning here pretty soon. So yeah, if you would like to bid on anything in the auction's closing now. So we're here watching the auction close and we're live. Again, this auction is the majority of it is Suburban Beard here, Josh. And if you would like to actually bid on anything, you can go to the link that's right pinned at the top of the comments. If you're on YouTube, it's pinned at the comments. You can go to that link. You can sign up for an account. It is an online website, so we're not like auctioning and showing stuff off now. It's right here online. You can go through the pictures, and we're only on lot 30 and 31 are closing now, and there's 283 lots. So there's more stuff to look at, and we're just going live, kind of talking a little bit through it.
And that's part of the delay, because again, I don't know. My remoting in is not working. It's annoying me. Anyways, but because I wanted to, that's why I have the phone sitting here in the first place. I want to go through the stuff's right over here. And so actually show you, and also give you an idea of, his recipe for success, right? Like, so Roy has his stuff nailed down of how he lays out these auctions, how he knows where this stuff is and how to get at it when he needs to. And, because when I did my first few auctions, it was like, I had it piled up in my garage and, the things had numbers on them, but, I still had to go through and pull them all. And
well, we got a question for you
already. Yeah.
Josh. Yeah, what we got? Question. Josh's beard. Is it real?
Of course it is. Or just show the cat. Oh, the cat. Yeah.
That is Pat D's.
Pat D's, my boy. Respect, Pat D's. I missed you. I didn't know he's the traveling picker now. Yep. His name's changed, I think, 4 times, Pat. Don't lie to me. Tell me.
And we have one person that jumped in from Facebook, dropped a comment. Hey, Latoya, how you doing tonight?
How's it going?
So, yeah, it's been fun to work with, helping get these things up and helping Josh liquidate it. I know he is, as he mentioned earlier, if you weren't here at the beginning, kind of getting out of the resale portion and getting more into a lot of the YouTube. And what is the YouTube going to transition into?
So it's still going to be a lot of what I do now, where it's the in-store clearance, the deals, the lowest price we're finding, the hidden clearance, of course, the penny list, the Dollar General, all that kind of fun stuff. But I need to, for my mental sake, right? I need to structure this thing. Like it needs to be like your organized warehouse over here, where
that's only the part you can see,
right? Yeah, nobody else can. Yeah, but you've explained like how bad it was before with and you're like you got to get it together. So that's what I'm working on with that. Where it's not that every day is going to be structured, right? But I have this every week. I'm going to do this, and this. I'm going to that once a month we're going to do the BJ's, the Costco, and the Sam's Club, and like which has the best deals. What are the best deals at each store? And I don't want to turn into the deal guy because there's already the deal guy with his tie and standing at his counter or whatever. But so it gives me more structure and time. And honestly, the organization at home is just so rewarding because I literally took every bin off my shelf and just brought it here. And not everything was sellable. Trust me. I half the stuff I couldn't remember I even had. And, then I was still looking for stuff afterwards. I'm like, hey, did you see this tool or this?
That happens. Believe me.
Yeah.
That happens.
And so, I was digging through, but since then I have 3 more totes of stuff to sell. And so I'm like, you know what? We're going to organize everything, put everything where it needs to be. And then I'm like, cause I don't want to stop reselling. There's money to be made, And so I'm like, I'll put some totes together and then we'll talk either just save up until you have enough. We can hit 400 lots or so, you know what I mean? Or be like, hey, I need some stuff. You got anything for, and I'll bring a tote over and you can add it in and, that kind of thing. So,
which actually works because a lot of times what we're trying to do, we try to put 2 of these together a month and try to have about 300 lots. So sometimes, especially clearing out the warehouse and not being out actively buying like we have in the past, at least currently trying to get everything in a certain situation here. You always need a little extra help sometimes putting things together. So, and Pat D said he always had that name, or no, what did he say?
No, you always had Pat D
on that name, the Traveler, about 2 years ago.
Oh, what's 2 years? Okay. So, yeah, it's around the time that I didn't leave reselling. I just got really into Lowe's at that point.
Pat D said, I need Lego clearance.
Lego clearance. That's a funny story. I don't know how many people know this. Did you know BrickSeek originally wasn't what it is today? It was literally called BrickSeek because it was just to find Lego pieces. It was to find inventory on Legos. That's why it's called BrickSeek. Searching bricks, the Lego. You couldn't say Lego Seek, they'd sue you. But, but that's what it was for originally. There's a little trivia there for you. Not that anybody cares, but that will never be on Jeopardy, right?
Can you believe this bike lot right here?
I know, right?
1688. I mean, actually, I've seen locks do that before, but I mean, it's just always amazing, like some of the things that have value, right?
I think that style though is because to cut it, you have to cut the entire bar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think it's the only thing with that style. They were $1 at Walmart. So, I mean, this is where we get highs and lows, right? Like,
$1, that's like what? 1,500% increase?
Exactly. That's how we roll. Well, I mean, you got to look at it too. You win a storage unit for $200. It's filled with 4,000 items. One of them sells for $1,000.
There's that. There's that too. Yeah.
Minor details, right?
Yeah. Small, just minor.
I'm about to give up on this whole thing at this point.
Let's see. I think we might be able to.
No, not you. I'm just saying it's not working like it used to. It's not doing what it used to do. Oh yeah, we've had a lot close, didn't we? We're sitting here talking, and
so basically, what I've been doing is
whoa!
Scrolling down.
Someone gave you $2.
Oh,
boom! Towards the internet.
$2.
Thank you, Pat D.
Towards the internet, or maybe a new phone.
Or a new phone, yeah.
So I've been scrolling down, but I did refresh the page.
Okay.
So yeah, we're at like lot 40. So wow, we got like 240 more lots to go.
That's not bad at all. This thing's flying tonight.
And ironically, I mean, the goal generally is to make average $10 a lot. So we were on track when we checked earlier, and we're hoping to see what I don't get to do, and I'll have to figure that out. Flipping between screens. Control is seeing if anything jumps. That's the only thing that, unfortunately, I can't really flip through the screens and do. Yeah, there we go.
We'll let you do I never tried that on StreamYard dual screen share because you can share a tab instead of the entire.
Yeah, so
There we go.
Oh,
Yeah, your Nikes are killing it.
All right, so here's what I can do real quick. I will give you a quick idea. We can go up here. We see active, completed. We're going to sort by highest price. So right now, if we scroll down, we can see the highest price items in the sale, lot 157, 58, and lot 160. These sneakers here are 85, 85, and 80 bucks. So not a bad deal. Scrolling down, we see some multi-color LED curtain lights. Some of the tools, these Jordans here. Yeah, so we can see, oh wow, that thing, I'm surprised that thing jumped that quickly.
The food supply.
Yeah, it's up to $22. I mean,
someone tried to snipe though, because it was ahead, and that's down to 41.
Oh, okay.
Someone's jumping in there.
Nice.
Where'd you get these signs? The parking for. I put it at $1 bid, and I put in there $25 reserve.
Uh-oh.
So they knew. Oh, they lost it all together.
Computer. Let's see.
I just figured out why it wasn't working. Finally.
Well, all right. I guess we have this picture. It's cutting in and out.
Is the audio good, or now we can hear you? Okay, it's cutting in and out.
The audio is good because I unmuted the computer.
Oh, right. Baby steps.
Let's see. I'll tell you what. And there's the mic, I think. And let's see, can we get back on camera? We're working through this.
Worst case, I can. I need Wi-Fi. My other. Oh, is that not going over?
There we are.
Are we there?
We're back on.
They let us in.
They let us back on. Oh my God, they're taking over.
Our deals are so good, they were shutting us down.
And we're back. There we are. Oh.
Finally.
Now, I have this hat on, so all the sweat just got absorbed by the hat. So, as they say, never let them see you sweat. And back over to here. All right. And we are back. Let's see. Let's update this.
It didn't do it, did it? You son of a... Hold on.
And...
you try and do cool things.
There we are. We are back on. Yes, Uncle Bo, we are back. And there we are. So we just had to make a quick disconnect and reconnect. Oh, KT Treasure sent us a $10
Whoa!
bill. Thank you.
Here we go.
Thank you.
That'll cover one of my horrible lots.
We're working towards new phones. Yeah, these here, like this Ryobi clutch drill driver, like that actually being plugged in, you would think it would have went for more than $4.
Yeah, it's a weird thing.
Yeah. But we got this one here, the Greenworks, like a no name, and it's up to $8 at least.
Well, that's not horrible then.
No, not too horrible. But the Makita drills, no batteries, are at 25.
Yeah.
So
that was the one thing I forgot. So that orange drill uses the Makita batteries.
Oh, does it?
I remembered yesterday. Just 2 weeks late. It's all good. All right, I'm about to just open StreamYard on my computer and go through it that way because this is just not cooperating at all.
Pat D said, I emailed Google and asked them, is Josh's beard was real? All of a sudden you were shut down. My bad.
This is what happens.
Oh. So the drills, the Makita drills close at $25. And that's without batteries.
It's not bad at all.
Yeah.
They were working. That was the thing. That was at least the one advantage. Probably not on camera sitting up here, is with bringing my stuff in. I like to test everything just because I want to see if it works. And so bring it to them, be like, hey, this works. This doesn't, I have no idea, whatever type thing. And so it makes a big difference in a lot of these auctions when you say tested works.
Right. Yeah, that it does.
When you're doing a whole estate sale, it's a lot of like, here you go, no remote, no plug for the TV. Good luck, Yeah. There we go. Hey, we're almost done.
We're doing good here. We are down to lot 63. Although this lot 9 is still going.
Oh wow. Well, it's Greenworks. Greenworks is a lot better than people give it, because I think when it first came out, it was like that secondary brand on a shelf,
Yeah.
But now it's at Costco. Oh, there you go.
There it goes.
Someone scored.
$8 in the Craftsman work light, $4. All right. And the beat goes on. These headlamps, those actually do sell well, though.
Yeah.
It's got the 3 Duracell headlamps.
I think there was a Costco buy. They had, it was Death Starred, and it was at the 97 cents, which is usually the lowest price it'll ever go until it becomes a manager special. So I've learned all the fun tricks nowadays.
Yeah, this is, let's see. Give you a quick idea. Currently, we are right here. We're about $350 away from what I would expect our minimum to be, which is $10 a lot. So we're almost $2,500 on this sale.
It's not bad. Not bad at all.
Not at all.
It's always that thing, though. You know what I mean? Like it's the part nobody sees. Like all the pictures. Because you figure for each lot, even the lots you're flying through, you don't even care about the product. You're still getting 2 photos in there because you want someone to bid on it. You know what I mean? And at least make it somewhat, a brand new in box, you still only got a couple photos you can take that makes sense, So it's back and forth on any of it working, but, because I think My last one I did, I think I had hit like 4,000
Okay.
on there, and I'll be completely honest. There was a ton of crap. You know what I mean? There was because I that 400 is my number. You know, and then the $10 per lot is still that lineup, right? But it's trying to get a lot of stuff in and extra stuff, and
it's a lot of work. I mean, that's a lot of pictures to put into, whatever. If you have an auction, 400 lots, depending on how many items are in the lot, I mean, depending on how many pictures you take, I mean, that's still a lot of work, and how quickly you're trying to put it together too. So I think we got this together in about a week and a half?
Yeah. I mean, well, because there was like 2 days of downtime because you're like, hey, we have all the photos, but you have the other stuff you were talking about.
2 days of downtime, cleaning up, getting everything, ready to rock and roll online. But yeah, we're rolling right along here on this. What do we have? These shower heads, I kind of figured, I didn't see the last one's closed. I think that was when I kind of found out that we were frozen.
Okay.
And we lost the feed, but
yeah, I think weren't they up to like 12 kind of early, or maybe was it today?
Well, let's see.
They were the Bluetooth ones, I think, right?
Yeah, actually, that was the interesting thing. Like, let's see, what did they sell for? Yeah, these here were interesting pieces.
They were $1 each at Walmart.
They sell for $12 each.
Well, they sell for a lot more online too, because again, it's very rare you get eBay prices unless people are fighting over something. Like, the nostalgia usually takes over, or you get excited at the end of the auction. But
I mean, that's a what? Look at that shower head, Bluetooth speaker in it. I mean,
and the speaker comes out. So you don't even technically have to ever use the shower head. You just have yourself a Bluetooth speaker.
Oh, so you can take that out and carry it around,
or hang it up somewhere else in the shower, use it wherever, So, but for $12, brand new Bluetooth speaker and a shower head.
I had to look and see. I thought Lisa might have bought that one.
Right.
No. All right.
Oh, there's that. Okay.
All right. So, going back to catching up where we were at. All right. All that chatter about Bluetooth speakers.
Right.
But hey, I mean, if you listen to music when you shower, that could be good. Or hey, you use it when you're brushing your teeth or whatever.
Well, yeah.
So we're at the Slicer Shredder. That's at about $17. Those Adidas slides, $16.88. We're at lot 72. Well, 70. So we're kind of getting there.
Yeah. That's nice. Those slides went up there.
Yeah, I was tempted to buy them.
I honestly, I bought them to wear them. It was a $5 deal, right? With a coupon and all that kind of stuff. And I wanted to wear it. Just slides usually fit big. Yeah. So you do that half size down or whatever. And so, I'm usually a 12, but slides, I usually, 11 and a half. They don't try 11. Whatever. I couldn't even get my foot into it. I'm like, I don't know if it's because of the Adalette or whatever it is. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's an older, it looks like a remake because of the cursive, but yeah, I just, Yeah, that picnic set I bought for a YouTube thing, just like, a little random side crap to do in a video, but I never used it. It's a nice little picnic basket though.
Well, somebody will pick it up tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, somebody put a bid under the 2-minute mark on this 2-in-1 1-gallon dispenser. So now it bounced up a little bit.
The cheese grater for $17. That was a box opening for YouTube also.
Nice.
I don't think the company understood when I said, yeah, I do videos mainly about home improvement tools like Dollar General, and they're like, oh, we have a tool to send you. I'm like, okay, cool. They send me a cheese grater. I'm like, yes, it's a kitchen utensil, maybe utility. I'm like, whatever floats your boat, right? I guess if that's what you want to call it.
Right.
And so I box opened it. I'm like, I don't even think anybody clicked the link, which I get. I wouldn't either. If I was tuning in for tools, I'm like, here's cheese. You're going to love it.
Tool to shred your cheese.
I mean, it's not a bad thing, you know what I mean? But it's not.
As long as you're not cutting the cheese, we're good.
Right? Yeah, that's it. Then I can't be here.
So the basket's going to close, it looks like, at $1. Same with the miscellaneous glass lot. Sharpening stone is in lot 76. It's at $5, and lighthouse themed decor. Got quite a few things going there with the decor.
Oh yeah, yeah. I found the other stuff too. It probably would have sold better that I bought with all that. It's all the pirate ships.
Okay.
I'm like, oh, the ships would have done better. You know, even if you put all together, the ships what sells. Oh yeah, the Walt Disney, the Pogs. I think I'm the only one who loves Pogs still.
It's only at $2 at the moment, though.
I know.
That doesn't mean, actually, the interesting thing I always like to look at is, so it's 3 people watching. Will anybody bid at the end?
See, my problem is, and this goes into a whole thing, the way this, because the underlying website that all these companies run off of, right? You know, it's, you can technically develop however you want, you know, and there's no app for it. It works in essence the same if you ever looked at HiBid, you know, the same type of thing. It's not as overwhelming as HiBid can be.
Yeah.
Sharpening stone, $5. There you go. And
you don't hear the ding every time something closes like HiBid as well.
Yes, and the auto refresh isn't as solid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's the thing I found out. I need to, maybe you know, like the underlying program, because it's open source. That's why they all use it.
Yeah.
Is you can do whatever you want with it.
Okay.
Here's the crazy part. You can use that underlying program info, and ChatGPT can spit out the code, so you don't have to pay thousands and thousands of dollars anymore.
Yeah. Actually, that's funny. The ChatGPT, like, all of a sudden heard a little bit about it, and now you're hearing it. I'm hearing it everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Well, it looks like we're in like a little dry spell spot. Lisa said, "Love ChatGPT." I know she's tried it a few times, and she loves it.
I don't use, like, so I use it more in the conversation aspect. So I'll actually search, like I use Google for everything, but I'll search with Bing, because you can have it. So when you ask a question, you type in a search or whatever, right? But you can have a conversation to get more in depth about your search. It makes life so much easier. I'm like, and so I was like, all right, we'll keep going. All right, we're gonna fly. Most of this I can update in studio later. I gave up on my whole setup.
Let's see. I may be able to save us here. Not that we need saving. There we go.
Oh, nice.
And watch this. Give me a quick second. Now, right back.
Yeah, so I just learned about the GPT stuff for doing all the computer program, because it's the stuff I really want to do that I don't know that much about coding and things like that. And the fact that it can do that for you is just awesome to me. Yeah, the Cleveland Browns lot, that it got up to 6.
Nice. All right. Where there's a will, there is a way.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's why I'm like, okay.
All those, what are they? Really rad robots. Those actually went to 1750.
The farting robots. Hey, 5 robots,
Let's see what we have left. Check that out.
There we go. Oh, you're going to echo.
Nope. Turn that down.
Sorry, so slow, YouTubes. It was not.
Here we are.
I was late, missed the beginning. Were you happy with the NKB? Yeah, I was happy with the NKOTB stand up. So I had it listed. I've sold a few of them before, usually in that 175 range. I listed it too late last year at the end of like their travel and their concert stuff, and then so I kind of left it to where if it was on Mercari or local, it'd be like I'd clear 100 or so. And the wife had actually she dropped down to 50. Nobody came and bought it, so it's like, all right.
That Fisher price just jumped $1.
Ooh. I'm surprised that didn't go. I didn't listen. I didn't think that'd be like a $20, $30. You know what I mean? But either reselling, right? Like either collect it with other stuff and put all together really ups your lots. And then the Disney sale dealer, it was just because I wasn't doing a lot of stuff. I sold 2 of them. I had 5 for $20 a pop because it's a static cling.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what's on the shelf. There we are. Camera 2.
Sweet. Yeah, we do our walk around. I need to go in, click on this, hold it, move it to another page. They don't make this easy, YouTubes. I'm also remoting in on my phone to a triple screen setup.
So we got the Pogs closing at $2.
There we go. It's all right. I knew they wouldn't go for a lot. It was also because there's not specialty. They're not a special edition. They're not collector. You know, it's just cool, brand new in case. You know.
Yeah.
I still have all the collector pieces like that I kept. It is a funny thing we do. My brother and I, we play Pogs every other Christmas when we go to my parents' house. So we're weirdos. But I like Pogs. All right. We're almost done, and we can get this bowl officially rolling. Are they building next door? Oh, no, that's the automotive, isn't it?
Yep. So they work at night. They do auto body.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
So somebody's over there probably putting something together or taking it apart. Although some of those cars haven't moved since we've been here. So,
right.
So I wonder what they're always working on, but it's not the stuff right immediately outside our door to the left. So the Pac-Man vinyl records are somebody bid on those. Those are up to $772.
Oh, I forgot those were in there. Yeah, some of the toy stuff, I know that because the Uno and the small stuff, it was the mathematic thing or whatever that was, that multiplication.
Oh, gotcha.
That Archie McPhee. So I scored huge at a garage sales, $20.
Okay.
I got like 200 of those Archie McPhee. I call them crap toys, right? Like
Wow.
the little throw aside ones, but nowadays they're like $6 to $8 everywhere.
Okay.
They're selling $15, $20. And I'm like, how do I become a distributor of these toys? Because they're just so cheap. I was like, there's got to be an easy way to do this. See, now I can close this because it's on my home computer. Okay. There we go. And then I'll open YouTube so I don't lose chat in there. And then directing everybody over there. Look at that. Woohoo, I fixed it. Should we go down the line? I want to show them your setup.
Yeah.
So with this, you have to add it into the stream?
It's already in.
Oh, there you go. Oh,
So
perfect.
We're good to go. All right.
We'll take the walk.
All right. One quick second.
He's leaving me again. See the collapsible containers. That was the other one, YouTube's. I was selling the containers individually. Yeah, because those are the two small and the medium. The larger ones were selling like $15 a pop. The hookah, I don't even know how I got a hold of that thing. The souvenir lot, I think that was in a different lot that I personally bought. The dash radio install kits I bought, those were Walmart. The clean water filter, those were an awesome buy at Lowe's. Just trying to go through because that was part of it. Like that, well, it's a combo of things. The can opener thing, that was a Lowe's deal. Yeah, these I was selling individually. Came part of a lot. The hookah, I have no idea where that. You know what? No, that came from the storage unit I bought. I never even put the video out on it.
All right, let's. Here we are. So all we got to do is turn the camera on.
Yeah. So.
All right. Here we are. Camera's on.
Here we go. Here we. They need this one, right?
Yep, they need this one.
So we don't have the echo. So first, you just need the impressiveness of this warehouse is great, and the organization. Obviously, he's been watching Daily Refinement with all the organized boxes. But yeah, so this is the way they have it set up. So they have your thing, and it's not always perfect because stuff gets added later, things get put on. So you got your 1 through 30. These are all the items that are listed in there, and then you still know your numbers of the lots, easier to keep track of. So it makes life easy. So what number were we on?
We were down
I think we were down here.
So we're
for some of
in
this,
the 90s.
the
So
hookahs.
these were up there.
Oh yeah, the cups.
There's the hookah.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Here are the books that we were looking at. Yeah, so we're right around in here on the sale.
Oh yeah.
And you can see we still have all this shelving to go still for the lots.
So, and we're going to give you YouTube. So what I told him I'm going to do, I'm going to put together a full list of what I paid for each item. And then we'll compare with what we made selling. And you can kind of just tell us then if it was worth it. Yeah. You know what I mean? So okay, those are the water filters that we saw up there.
Yep.
The kits. I knew this wasn't sell for me. It's a hot cocoa mugs.
With the hot cocoa.
With the hot cocoa. Hey,
The Kiss. Did you see any of that?
No, I didn't even look at that one.
Okay.
I don't know what it went for.
We can go back.
Because it had like the fake comic book, I was like, oh, it's something fun, right?
Well, people collect that Kiss
stuff,
especially. So we can go back and look at that.
Oh yeah, there's the Christmas albums, Pac-Man.
Those
are the ones.
These are
those
coming
sold.
Up yeah.
Those were at the beginning, weren't they? Or
no,
those
looked
are
at
different ones.
They were They were at a high.
Oh, that's right.
One of the higher lots. So this is 120. No, those are just the caps. I can't see. All right. So this actually comes in a case. I won't pull those out and drop that all over the place again. But that is lot 120. So that's coming up right about now. And there it is, lot 120. And yeah, from all of this here, this all came because of us doing our consignments and downsizing on Rust Belt. So
yeah,
these shelves were already here, and now you're seeing a live picture of how the sales run and how they work online.
It just gives you an idea of how to keep things organized. Like, listen, you can't tell me every reseller wish they had like all their stuff neatly lined up and knew where it was.
In one day, 283 lots going out the door.
Yeah. It's the best part about these reselling like this.
Yeah, and I think we put these together as a lot. So,
yes, because I think they're all the same size too. They're all XR.
Yeah, it reminds me of what, 80s?
Yeah, 70s, 80s, somewhere in there. Almost members only, but more like the sports jacket, right? The Coach. Coach.
Reminds me of like I'm trying to think, what is it? Not Saturday Night Live. What was that other one, John? The big Grease.
Grease. Oh yeah, Grease Lightning.
Need some hot shot? We got plenty of that.
Oh yeah.
Here. I mean, it's that time of year coming up, especially around here. Wasp would be out trying to get in here. And, yeah, look at all this. These work. That's actually pretty cool. Like you go to, what would you use that for?
I love those. Honestly, at the desk, and because they have the adapters you can plug in, so you can take it in your car.
Ah, okay.
So I don't think I had them when we brought them in, but
hey, there's a couple of Legos right in here.
Oh yeah, there are Legos tight in there with Mega Constructs.
So
there's all different stuff. Yeah. I have like these. I have so many of these. I'm like, but I want to bring you 180 cans of.
Well, if they sell good, like
right?
I said, a little addition to something. That's kind of what we have to do.
Sometimes shoes.
Yeah. So these in particular, these are sneakers, and they are in pretty good shape. We got these out of a storage unit in Columbus.
That's awesome. Were you down there just for storage units?
Yep, just
okay.
for storage.
Oh, they have the beta cameras with case.
Yeah, with case. I didn't even see what these are selling for.
No, I think I forgot to check. I like once it gets going, it's hard to keep up on all of it.
But didn't you say this works?
It does work, yes.
Yeah.
And the batteries, I think there's a part. I think they're with the other beta camera you had in there. They actually hold a charge for like an hour. Oh yeah.
We actually put them as a separate lot.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, because then the charger charged them all. There was one that was bad, but there was two that were fully functioning.
Okay. And this is a whole nother beta camera with the case.
Yeah, the reason I kept buying beta cameras because I wanted to take the beta tapes to convert them, but I found out to do that you have to have a beta VCR to connect the beta to play it through the VCR. It was a whole
Oh wow.
You can't. There was never a system because then it was only out so long, and then VHS took over.
Yeah.
And so then the VHS VCR, you know
how that goes. They both come out around the same time. One takes off, one doesn't. What do you have?
That looks like the juicer from the Gremlins. Well, theirs was modified.
We did have spikes somewhere around here.
Oh, there you go.
So we got some shoes to end that off.
Oh,
and
kinds of
we got a
shoes.
little sports stuff. This actually was from a unit we got like last February or something like that, last January.
Okay.
And thought we got rid of everything and ended up finding one more little tote of stuff. So we popped that in at the end.
That's not too shabby.
Yeah. That's the problem with storage units. I mean,
right? You never know.
Oh, here's some more Legos.
Oh wow.
We got a whole.
Oh yeah.
You know, a whole catch-all. So yeah, that's basically how we list everything, and this is how we stage it. And we actually wanted another shelf, so we really want 2 more shelving units. And we saw a store closing, so we went to pick up 2 shelving units for something else, and they told us they had lowered the price from $40 for a unit plus $5 per shelf to $10 period. You can grab all the hardware.
Oh, see, that's not bad. You can't. Come on.
So
come on.
Enough for more than 1 row of shelves if we really needed to, because this is actually longer than. Yeah.
There's so much. YouTube's. We're gonna jump over. I know we're in the middle of my auction, but look at this. Look at all those blow molds. Look at that. Look at that. That's coming up. I will be bidding on these. If you want to go for it, we can compete. There's only 1 or 2 I need, but it's still awesome. Yeah. I was already talking to Roy, and I want to do a full walkthrough of this whole place, but
this organized pile of mess.
Right? It'll be was it YTV reseller cribs? Is it?
Hey, what's up, Robert? Robert popped in. What did that say? KT Treasures, party people, gonna head to bed here soon. Not a problem. Thanks for jumping in.
All right, well, I'm gonna jump over. I closed my screen.
And where are we at with the auction? Because jumping off the screen, I have friends in the chat. I wonder when they're heading back to Indiana. Warmer weather. All right, where are we at? Let's hit a refresh. And that book lot is closing. That's at $2. Wow, look at these multicolor LED curtains. $30.
Wow. That just sold at that?
Yep.
Whoa. Now that's good, or return on investment.
And the Kiss CD and parody comic is only $2. So.
Hey, I don't know if Kiss is popular anymore. Not that anybody doesn't like it anymore, just the popularity of some of the products. I mean, listen, if we had the casket, it'd be a different story. Then numbers get a little higher, and I put all the stuff wrong way. And then, but like the mice, the Logitech, those were a free on Facebook dealie.
Okay.
Brand new in box. Like, you can't pass that up.
No.
Someone's giving away free. I had 6 of them, and then I get them, and then everyone's like, "Oh, mine broke. Where have you been?"
44 pins. Oh, those are $30. Almost $1 a pin.
That's because it's BTS, the K-pop boy band group.
Ah, gotcha.
The number one boy band K-pop group.
Okay.
Well, oh, that's right. But that's the animal things. The other ones were all Beetlejuice.
Okay.
Right? Because it was 44 with the Beetlejuice. All of those other ones. You got the Sandworm, Lydia. I forget the guy's name in that.
Oh, right.
Lydia was the daughter.
Yeah.
And then obviously Beetlejuice. But then I can't remember. The Maitlands was the husband and the wife. That's who that was.
Uncle Bo said he's heading to Indianapolis tomorrow to check out some QVC pallets.
Ooh.
Okay.
My favorite ever, I don't know what you call it, a video meme or whatever. Like the first thing that I ever noticed that went viral was a QVC ad. Got a katana sword. He takes it and he's like, "This anything will handle it." He smacks it. It snaps in half. It flips and hits him and he drops. He goes, "Odell, the tip of that just got me." It's the greatest video QVC ever. Yeah,
I might have to search YouTube.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so good. Tip of that just got me. And he's live on QVC. He's like trying to keep his composure. And then like he comes off and then some other guy who has never been on camera walks in. Is like, "We're going to need emergency services. This is for the sword." And the guy's still in the background. "It's a great sword. It's cool." I was like, this is, this I didn't even know was going to sell. I didn't know. I know that you didn't need a prescription for them, so I knew technically you get away with them on eBay.
the warming.
It's up to 3.
Yeah, it just changed.
Oh, see, someone sniped right there, just before the 2-minute mark.
Yep, just before.
That's a real snipe.
Let's see if somebody else is on their P's and Q's.
Has anybody bid on the Valentine's tote? It's like 1,000 Valentine's cards. $8.
We're at $8 on it. Well, I mean, actually, no, Valentine's already passed, so we are in March. So yeah.
I don't know if they all said Valentine's. They could have been "I love you" too. I didn't really even check them. But it's a ridiculous amount of Valentine's. Lover cards. The VHS tape collection up to 4.
We actually have a guy that always reaches out about those. So I'm wondering if I don't remember his bidder name, but I'm wondering if he actually saw that, because he's always asking, "Do we have VHS tapes?" But I think he's looking for like movies and stuff. I don't know if he's looking for the brand new ones or the blank ones. But
so I started getting into the blank ones because I sell them off individually to YouTubers.
Really?
Because there's YouTubers who just have a channel for old commercials. There's YouTubers have part movies, like there's a channel for everything, right? So there's guys that literally have clips from 1970s shows and 80s shows. Wow. They never came to DVD. You can't get some of these shows. That's why a lot of the horror stuff on VHS sells for so much money, because the company's out of business. No one knows who owns it, and they'll never put it onto DVD or let alone Blu-ray or even streaming. You know what I mean? And so that's why a lot of the horror sells for so much, because you're just not going to find it. Gotcha. That's why I thought that the movie poster lot, having that zombie biker chick horror movie that, would actually sell for a couple bucks, so... Yeah,
actually, I've heard of the commercials, because I remember commercials growing up. Like commercials now to then are a lot different, but one of the big ones I always remember is Toyota.
Oh yeah, and because even a lot of that, like I've seen YouTuber, like you go digging. I've looked for, like, when I'm doing a Dollar General video, I've looked for like the old commercials. You don't always find them. You can't find stuff. There's other YouTubers that are all into like missing tapes and missing content of like cartoon segments and stuff from like the 90s, the big 90s nostalgia. And the only way, like the shows, a lot of their tapes back then, because they were doing like daily shows on these cartoon channels, they'd literally re-record over everything. Anything live they did. So they didn't have a lot of it. So if it wasn't on a VHS tape, no one knew. Like now, so they're all blank VHS because you can't sell the rights. But I wouldn't be surprised if there was like, 8 to 12 years of wrestling on them.
Gotcha.
$4 it sold for. You can't beat it.
No, you can't.
$4 for blank VHS tapes. Come on.
And we'll say they're all blank.
Yeah, they are. They're blank VHS tapes. You never know what you'll find out. $3. That guy got that sniping on the fluid warming sets.
They must know what those are for.
Yeah.
Or he's been watching it for a week and did some comps.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of that stuff too, like, you know what? It could resell for stupid money. Maybe we shot ourselves in the foot, not resell. But I'm like, the time and the hour to research and where and what's, you know what I mean? The best ones is like the hot item. Is it, you know?
This is probably the best thing we have going when we are sourcing storage units, you know, because a lot of the things that we don't have a lot of time to dig through, we can just throw in the auction, present it well, look it up, do enough digging to say this is what it is and it works or it doesn't work, and let it go for whatever it's worth at that point. So it's a easy, quick way for us to liquidate a lot. But in this particular case, we're liquidating Josh's stuff for him today.
Yeah, need it out of the garage.
And he probably showed you a little bit of the warehouse, and there's a bunch of another consignor stuff for the next sale. And we have an estate sale that we have coming up. So, you know, this helps to actually not only help us liquidate stuff quickly, but we can help other people liquidate stuff quickly too. So
yeah, big time.
And what was it? I think that ephemeral lot jumped a little bit.
Oh yeah, it did. It was low this morning. I was surprised how low, because there's a lot in there. The handwritten notes and the, you know, and it's an entire couple, you know, from high school on up.
And there's that hot shot that jumped a little bit.
Okay. I mean, you can't really go wrong with it, you know.
No.
And I did look though, because I was looking at first. I'm like, oh, do I even bother with this stuff? I'm like, you know, because you know, expiration dates or whatever, and it on their website it does not expire.
Oh, okay.
That's what they said. I think it was like after 15 years, it can take longer to take effect. So I'm like, okay, cool.
It just means you better run fast.
Yeah.
Until they stop.
Oh yeah, because that's the smaller set of the mix batch, and that's all of the thing. Yeah, because I had like 250 cans of that stuff. That was a massive penny haul.
Wow.
Massive. It was a surprise penny. Nobody knew about it. So we hit all 48 stores.
Wow.
Yeah. Ended up with a few hundred. You can't beat that stuff, man, you know? And that's why I was like, even if I never sell it, I've got, you know, lifetime supply.
Right.
But
you said penny haul, right?
Yep.
So everything went for a penny?
So yeah, every 2-pack was a penny. Every individual one was a penny.
Wow. So roughly, if you really look at it, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, roughly 6.
7 cents maybe, yeah.
Maybe minus the raid. So,
yeah.
I mean.
No, that was a penny too. All of it.
Oh.
All of it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So 6, 7, 8 cents
yeah.
into that, and
then
selling for 14.
And the other one was 15 cans, sold for $22.
Wow.
15 cents.
Wow.
No, yeah, you want to type in gas, and that's a tax write-off. I can't write off when I sell something. It doesn't work like that.
Right.
You know, like, yeah, that's why I just look at it a little different like that. I do go by like net though, like, you know, it's after eBay fees, because you can't get away from that, you know.
Right. Yeah, you can't.
And then
pop that out for a minute.
There you go.
Man,
how's that coin lot doing? I was curious because remember I told you, I'm like, I know I have foreign money somewhere.
Sold already.
$11. $11. There you go.
Yep.
There was a couple I think pounds in there, British pounds. Okay. I know that was a couple dollars on its own, you know. That's the hardest part. Like, it's faster to exchange foreign currency by driving to Canada than it is to, you know, take it to your bank and mail it out. It's 1920 on the 200 channel. There you go. The Hyperscan.
Where'd they say 1920?
Oh, that one.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Yes, there is another lot of money. Yeah, it's the cash.
Yes.
Or the paper money. Sorry, not cash in every other country.
And then, hey, look, $5 for the box of new lingerie.
Yeah, the ladies' unmentionables was also free. $5 from free. Come on.
Can't complain. Can't
no.
beat it.
And that was free. So that wasn't free from, like, you know, some dude behind a dumpster or you know, just a thing. That was free from the Ladies Unmentionables company. And I won't say the company because, you know, and they were clearing out and they're like, you know, we're throwing this out if you don't take it. I'm like, okay. Not going to argue, you know. The mini fridge, $12.
Yeah, and there was 2 of them. So
Yeah, that was the Coke and Diet Coke, right? I think I
um,
brought. Yeah.
I don't recall what the other one was, but that
Yeah.
would probably make sense because the other one's white.
Yeah. So it's a Diet Coke. So it's those are $5 Walmart buys. And
The Hudson said, "You're welcome on the $22 on the raid."
sweet. Oh, is that you, Hudson? Well, then I'm gonna. Oh, that's the other thing I want to say. If you're watching this and bidding on anything, or even if it's being shipped to you, please send a message. We're gonna try it. I'm going to bring something extra to the party. So for you sticking around, hanging out with us, and bidding on the auction.
Oh, that's it. Robert said, "Hi, AWTH Adventures with the Hudsons."
Oh yeah. I will bring some extra. So make sure when you pay or leave a note, so then I can have stuff here, because otherwise, I'm going to forget after the fact, and
And yep, yes, we got it. And that depends. A lot of times we'll hold on to it and they'll come up and grab it.
Okay.
So
No, that's easy enough. Yeah. Or if you go down there or whatever, whatever ends up happening. Yeah.
So
I will bring that here though.
Either way, he'll have something extra for you.
Yes, absolutely.
That bucket caddy is at $10. I can't believe that. I mean, I can, but I can't.
I love those things. But see, that's the thing. I bought one on clearance for $11. They got expensive.
Oh wow!
I don't know why, but that one's nicer than, because that's the actual Fiskars one. So that's designed to not be pierced with their scissors, which are already sharp. Yeah, did I buy it for? No, I think I bought it cheaper than that. It was at Lowe's.
Oh, but you guys will be up this way Saturday.
Oh, there we go.
All right.
When is pickup, anyways?
Pickup is tomorrow evening or tomorrow. Oh, now you got me off guard.
Oh, sure.
Usually,
here, I can pull it up.
Usually it's like 2:30 to 6:30.
Okay.
And it's going to be tomorrow and Thursday.
Okay.
So I think if we're still doing Thursday, because I saw a great auction that the same place we got the blow molds from has a great auction coming up Thursday. But I think we're Wednesday and Thursday though.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Tomorrow I'm out, but Thursday maybe I'll try and come up, because I still have the dream. I have this whole plan of filming this whole studio thing. It's gonna be amazing, but it's gonna be one of those ones where we're probably gonna have 2 or 3 recording sessions, not like 4 hours long each time, but get parts of this, parts of that, and because you want to get the hustle and bustle of it, or it's no fun. Yeah. So like getting here a day with like the pickup and the people coming and going, and throw that kind of stuff in, make it interesting, and full intro that's gonna take a week to make, but it's worth it. It's worth it.
Yeah, so tomorrow and Thursday will be when all the people will come in and help clear out what's on the shelves. And those are always busy but fun days.
Yeah, it makes it easy.
Yeah, so we're going to close at 10 on the bucket caddy and 10 on the Sierra packable duffel, the small one. The 2 big ones are about $5 as well. So hey, we got at least one person on the carbon filters.
There we go. Oh, the masks. Mm-hmm. Where are those? Oh, your packable duffels.
Yes.
Those are awesome.
Yeah, these things here, I'm surprised Lisa didn't want to try and keep one.
They're huge, 70 liters, It's just awesome that they're packable. Because it's like that airport thing. You don't want a giant bag to carry around, but to carry all the small stuff in one bag when you're trying to get into a car or something.
Right.
Makes a world of difference.
Here we are.
Duffel bag. Oh, your household bundles, your Target home decor, your Decker.
We got Wordle. Lisa said, I did want one. Lisa said she just saw the same one at Petit's for $19.99. Was that one of those little bucket things?
Where's that? Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah. So that was the bucket thing. That's the thing. Because I swear the Lowe's one was super expensive too. And I'm like, I'm not spending this kind of money. I love it. I hate toolboxes for the around the house stuff.
Yeah.
And the bucket's awesome because the inside of my bucket, there's usually nothing, maybe a roll of duct tape, right? Something like that. But like, it's awesome. So even when you're working on something, if you take everything out of it, like from the center, you have a garbage can.
Yeah.
You know, so those little projects around the house makes life so much easier. And then let me get in. There we go. And hello, we are dual streaming my channel and Avery's All In channel. And I kind of just have everyone directed over to here, you know, because I knew there's going to be a longer delay because I'm basically, there's already a delay to YouTube. And then I'm taking the stream from your channel and then stream it to my channel.
Yes.
So it's probably a 20-second or 50-second delay, depending. So, but yeah, if you are on my channel, please hop over. The link is in there in the comments, and come over to this channel. One, so you can subscribe to Avery, but also so that it's easier to have everyone all in one spot. And I know this isn't the norm, right? Because I usually have my 3 monitors, 2 computers, everything set up, and it just. But I wanted to come to the warehouse. I wanted to be here live for the auction, because it's always that thing like, what does this look like? What is that, Like, I didn't even think about it. Like, you could almost start doing, like, you don't have to talk over it, right? But just, like, record every item and put it into one long video and tag the auction.
Yeah.
You can even unlist it afterwards. Because, like, in the top of your auction, can you put a link? Like, in your description? Video of all the lots and, like, just kind of like a slow video. It'd be boring to walk through, but drives traffic to your YouTube channel. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Actually, there's a way we're supposed to be able to put videos into each lot, but I just haven't figured out how that works.
Right.
I don't know if I have to do it individually, but it says put in a URL, but it doesn't accept a URL. So.
Oh.
Yeah. So I haven't quite figured that out because that'd be perfect.
Right.
We could do something like that.
Unless is it a URL in the description or it gives you a weird area or whatever?
So we'll have to test putting just a web link into the description,
or even just at the top. Because if you had one video of the entire,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like even just up and down the shelves, or like some of those items, they get a little weird trying to take photos of certain things, and so even flipping an item and record it, like when you're taking the photo, literally just have that camera there to record the item and then just stitch them all together afterwards.
Yeah, true.
Because otherwise, then you're doing twice the work.
Yeah,
someone's already there doing photos,
Or you can do that wouldn't be a bad idea though.
Yeah,
that really wouldn't.
That's what I went the cheap way though, or the lazy man's way. When the last auction I did, where I was doing it all myself, is because I wanted to record all of it. I wanted to try it out. I recorded everything as one long video, and then at my computer I just took all my screenshots of the so I didn't have to go take photos again. It works. I mean, it's 4K 60 frames per second. You better take a good picture. Your backpacks are all hitting $5.
Yeah. Well, I think we were in $376 on those.
Okay.
So, a couple dollars.
Yeah.
But it beats putting it on Marketplace and waiting for somebody to decide they want to reach out to us.
I didn't even check. Well, let me go on the auction over here so we don't have to jump back and forth. Where the hell? There you are. All right.
Hey, La Mieta. Awesome beard man.
Thank you. Let me go. I'm going to pull up so you don't have to keep jumping back and forth.
One specific?
No, because I'm just going to go this way. Hold on. Just going to search the word book bag in the current auction. Or do you use the word book bag or do you use backpack?
I don't know. I just refreshed the screen, so I lost what it said.
Oh, I just wrote backpack. That's not going to help me either. Oh, it's because I'm under active. Of course, nothing's.
Yeah, that could be a slight problem too.
So it's straight book bag. It's not pulling up anything. Maybe just the word bag? Or maybe because it's closing, it's not doing it. It's okay. Let's go. Or that's not the. Is that? Oh, it's jumped a lot number. It's not an actual search of the items.
Let's see. Right,
it's okay.
Right.
We'll jump.
Actually,
through
if you scroll up.
Oh, up here.
Yeah.
Oh, I was in the wrong area. That's why we don't have nice things, YouTubes. Holiday wrapping ribbon. Oh, this is everything on the site, though. So let's go completed.
Here we can do this. Go back.
Oh, the hitch trailer bag sold for $11.
Here we are.
Oh, yeah.
Back one more page.
Yeah, I was trying to pull up the book bag, the Spider-Man book bags, and
let's see. No. Wow. I don't know where I'd find them in here. What category?
Household, maybe? Household or miscellaneous? Or tech, you could put them in. There it is.
There's Spider-Man.
$22. Guess how much I paid?
$1.
$1.
Oh.
$1. All my book bags.
And then this one sold for $7.
Oh, wait, that's not a Walmart tag, right? So that was that a penny item? No, I think it was a Walmart buy. That was $1 Walmart buy. That's what that was. No, that was a Dollar General, so that would have been a penny item. But see, so that's the thing. I love going out, and I love the thrifting side of it. And, you know, Roy's a glutton for punishment, so he wants to, you know, list things and sell them, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay. Oh, someone got a good deal on that.
What's that?
The Wise camera set. So you got a smart light bulb, the Wise smart plug, and 3 Wise cameras for $25. You can't beat it.
Yeah.
You can't beat it.
Especially for in-home security. I was thinking about that. Like,
so that's the crazy part, right? I did test all of them because that yellowing one was outside for 2 years. I never brought it in.
Wow.
Now, it wasn't sitting out under the snow. It was under an overhang, you know, plugged in. So it's constantly running, but water got on it, you know, and everything else. And so I ran it through the races afterwards, making sure I could record, playback. Everything worked 100% on those things. So I'll have the camera. $1. Well, the Canon, the 8mm, no one cares about as much, but the Beta.
Yeah, actually, nobody even bid on that one.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
It's all right. The Cyber Shot. There you go.
Yeah, that's at 40.
That was a garage sale fine.
Wow. Are they that good?
It's Sony.
Okay.
I bet you that thing sells for even more on eBay. It's the Sony, anything Sony.
Okay.
Anything, the Sony power cords. If it says Sony, not if it's for Sony.
Okay.
If it says Sony.
Gotcha.
Everything's Sony. I don't get it, but people love their Sony. Now the thing works awesome. Don't get me wrong. You know, it's a great little camera. Oh yeah, I do see 30 seconds left on the battery packs that you sold separately. So whoever's buying the Beta is probably gonna want the batteries.
Yeah. But we already missed. No, the other one sold for 10. So one sold for 10, one sold for 7.
Oh, okay. Or about to sell for 7.
And we can actually see if it's the same person. Lefty 1977.
Righty 1976.
And
we ship as well, Uncle Bo.
Same person.
Yeah, it makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, why not go for all of them? They're not way overpriced or anything. You know what I mean? Right. So it's just a good deal. I kept buying them. And then when I found out you had to get all this stuff to convert them, and then I was like, no. Did you find, or maybe it's on there? I didn't look at the pictures. The clip was in one of those bins for that.
For the big one.
No. That's the Amazon Fire tablet for the Garmin.
That's the.
Yeah.
Is that the clip?
Because it has a clip on it, but there's another piece that stood down. I mean, it's not in the picture, so but if you happen to randomly find, yeah, 'cause it's an Alexa Fire tablet, and then a Garmin.
I'll have to double check, because there's very few things that were left over.
Yeah, no, I assume it would just look like one of those random, dash type clips that you'd plug. I don't know if it was in there.
Actually, I mean, check before the night's over. Since I'm right here.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. Listen, it's not in the picture anyway, so
Yeah, but I mean, if it's there,
no, exactly. Otherwise, you're gonna toss it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm surprised the Garmin didn't sell for more. Oh well.
Yeah, I was figuring with that, especially with that Alexa in there, that might sell for more.
Yeah, because there's an Amazon Fire tablet which does the Alexa stuff as well. Then you got the Alexa, and then you got the Garmin. The vintage children's lot plus Potato Head. The Potato Head. Well, yeah, because that's some more vintage toys too, isn't it? Mixed in. There's some newer, like obviously Grumpy Cat is new, and what are the other ones? Batman sunglasses. I had a lot of Batman sunglasses. I didn't realize how many I had.
Actually, where is Potato Head? I don't see him.
I think he's in that bag in front of Grumpy Cat. Yeah, I think because I had all the pieces in a bag because I didn't want to lose them all.
There's pictures of them right there too. Okay.
Yeah, you got not Gumby, whatever the horse's name is. Oh yeah, Gumby and them, but they're both in there.
Yeah.
That's one of those like mini racers, the blue can that looks like a soda can.
Okay.
So when I was in high school, like 95-ish, 97, because you could charge them on the controller with a battery in there, and like you race them around the school under the desk, and most of the teachers would like accidentally step on them. Yeah. It was like the 90s nostalgia, But the Nyko racers, those are what, solid 80s, 90s, give or take?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, someone got a deal on that Garmin. Or if they're reselling, they're going to make some money, that's for sure.
Yeah.
They can't all be winners. Only we can. The variety box. Oh, I forgot about those wood cutouts. It's up to $2. That has more BTS stuff in it. The hot stuff oven mitts. Down to, or just sold. That just closed. The awards and ribbons.
Yeah.
Oh, the award, some bit of dollar on the awards and ribbons. Sweet.
Somebody's gonna win a number one spot. You're number one.
They just put them up around their house. Yeah, I'm a big winner. This is a 2017 track.
This is my trophy cabinet.
Yes. Oh, are they yours? None of them are. I collect other people's awards.
Right.
I like to commemorate other people who have done things. That's perfect. Ooh, where's that one? Oh, we got 3 minutes. The household variety lot coming up in there. It's weird. Like the way bidding goes on this always confused me with something, because like it'll go like so fast on some stuff. Like these sold, but the children's lot is still going. What's 9 seconds? 8, 7? Oh, there it is. I see. I think it just looks weird on my phone, maybe.
So the lots close every 2 minutes.
Okay, so it's every 2. Unless somebody bids, obviously, under that 2 minutes.
So ideally, since it's every 2 minutes, like right here, 175 and 176, somebody recently bid on this household variety lot. So
those ones, it's actually a nice lot you got there. So those are valve stem caps for specialty bike tires.
Okay.
Those are dimmer light switches. And then you have your battery powered inflator.
Okay.
And then obviously some retro vintage stapler action. That was one of the weird things I used to collect was staplers.
Yeah.
I had the red swing line,
some of them can be worth some money.
Well, that's what I found out, and I started selling all of them. The only ones I think the Zippo, I think I sent, which is like a random Zippo I had, because I have a handful of Zippos. I think that's what it was. I brought the one because I'm like, well, I have it. I found this box.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'll just bring the rest over, and I couldn't find the rest of them until yesterday. I forget. I don't know what is in that.
Which one?
In that household variety lot. I don't know what's in those bags. Oh, it's the bidet. So you can inflate your tires, dim the lights, and use your bidet. The household lots are amazing.
Let's look at this. Let's,
right?
Let's see how this looks.
It's up to $4. Someone just bid. Yeah, that's a bidet. And tire inflators.
There we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely random.
Yeah. So that
There we
was
go.
sent to me for free for demonstration for YouTube. I'm like, I can plug it in, but I can't give you a full review. The dimmer switches were a penny at Home Depot.
Okay.
And then the inflator, I think the inflator I actually just bought. That I don't know how I got. I think it was probably some other lot I had bought in the past. But that I actually just bought. Well, they were $5. They're a lot more now, but it has the batteries in it too. Yeah, those were a penny. I had like 30 of them. I'm like, I don't have enough light switches for
And to round it all off,
staples.
Yeah.
Just don't use all the products together. You will be in pain.
Well, at least you can rinse it off depending
Right.
on where that pain's at.
In all honesty, like the stapler should sell for the entire lot itself. I mean, listen, even if you wanted a bidet, right? Like maybe that's why you're buying it. Like $4 is a great price for a bidet.
Right.
And you don't smell. That Shack Attack is awesome. What is that? Is it a sound thing or is it just from the magic?
No, that is
okay.
actually a collector figure. But it's no bids on it, so
Yeah,
it
happens. Now
the package is so yellow.
Yeah, that hurts.
I mean, yeah.
Now, is that something though? Like you'll sit on, and then maybe you get some other parts and pieces of that same type of set and put it with them together? Or do you just,
more than likely we might try and run it again with more, like it's got the starting lineup right next to it.
Okay, right.
So I may run it with more of stuff like that, or throw it into like a lot of those. But we're kind of out of that.
Yeah. Or just something basketball as an add-in, so somebody,
Or I mean, I might even throw it on eBay.
Right.
I mean, but with the yellowing on the package, that's a tough sell.
Yeah.
For I think it could go for $20 if it looked better. If it was cleaned up.
I mean, they could be a fast $10 Mercari flip though. The stuff on that like that on Mercari just sometimes just goes because somebody wants it. They'll pay the lower price because it's yellowed, and someone's like, hey, I want this, the one I don't have. It's usually that person who actually, because a lot of times everyone tries to get two of everything, right? So this may be the one they're like, oh, I can buy this one, I can open it, it's so yellowed, it'll go with the open collection. And
that is true, because I had somebody buy one before, and it wasn't that, but it was a piece, and it was an older piece, and I bumped it. I bumped it on the shelf as I was pulling it out,
right?
And it slipped out of my hand onto the shelf, and the package broke off.
Okay.
So of course I hit the buyer back up on eBay, let them know that basically it fell off the card, and so on and so forth. He's like, doesn't matter, go ahead, send it to me. I was gonna open it anyway. Like, okay,
sweet. Save that one.
yeah. So.
Well, it's also nice you get with cool people because they could be like, well, will you sell it at half price, or what I mean?
Right.
And you would have, because it was open and you don't want to go through all the work again.
Well, you definitely got a good deal on it either way.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, nonetheless, he still could have been that way though.
Yeah.
I mean,
absolutely.
So I mean, you just really never know who's buying what and why. So especially with eBay, it's always trying to stay, in communication with people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why I don't want to sell on eBay. I don't want to talk to anybody except like Roy. You know what I mean? Like, that's it. We'll hang out and do some stuff. That's why I run through Lowe's with my camera. No one wants to talk to me. I don't have to deal with people. It's a great day.
Well, you said you were coming to help tomorrow, right?
No, Thursday. Thursday will come. Thursday will come help. What's that? Mark McGuire?
We're at lot 180. 182 is still running.
Okay.
Somebody must have put a bid on it.
Yeah.
Because that should have closed before lot 184. So that's how you know something got a little bit of action if you miss it. This Mark McGuire and Sammy Sosa, nobody's bid on that picture.
How do you know no one? Oh, 0 bids, duh. Yeah. I wasn't even looking at it. Wait, it's still $1. Someone could have bid $1.
So, of course, Ohio now has this, you have to have your auction firm license to be able to do this kind of stuff. And if you're not at least an auction firm and have your license and you're bonded in favor of the state of Ohio, then, obviously, they're going to come down on you. Well, in all of that, Rust Belt actually changed and updated their site. And that was one of the things that we were missing. Like you couldn't just simply go into, or you would have had to go into this lot to see if somebody was bidding on it. Right.
Yeah.
And now we can actually see it right here up front. The only other thing, like I got to make sure I send word is, if we had a nice little watch button right up front, instead of having to click into it, hit watch, and then click back out. Because of course, when you do that, it takes you to the top of the page. So if you're halfway down the page and there's 30 items on each page.
See, so I'm a tabber. So I go through the page and I open a new tab all the way down. But I only do it like per page, because otherwise you'll kill your browser and everything. And so, and then I go through each tab. Do I want to watch? Do I want to place a bid? And sometimes there's auctions that I'll go through where, like, even if there's crap, right, that I don't want, I'll still literally, if there's like 10 to 15 items I want, I'll still bid on every single item. We're talking like first few days auction goes, right? Yeah. So every item, I've got $1 bid. Some I want, I might be a little higher. You know what I mean? Like at my minimum starting or whatever. Because it's always those random items, especially at the end. People get tired of staring at the auction. They got what they wanted. They don't, and so that's where I always win. Is like I go to that last page of the auction, and I just bid on everything. Yeah. Maybe $3 because someone will hit that 2, and they're like, I'm not going any higher. And so I'll sit there at the 2. Right. It's just little stuff like that, and that's how I end up. I spend like $15, but then you end up with these lots of items that and it's always like, as long as one of them will sell for the $10 that you paid, I'm okay with it. Yeah. I'm very okay with that. Yeah, but there's deals out there on all these sites, and any of these, like if you go to Bid Rust Belt, you're not going to find anything pretty much outside of Northern Ohio, and that's the way that is. But everyone's like, oh, I can't find them. Estatesales.net. What's the other big one? Estatesales.net. There's like 2 more.
Auction Zip is one.
There you go. Yeah, Auction Zip.
What's another one? Those are really the 2 that we look at.
That's me too. That's always been, because that's where you'll find this same type of site somewhere else. HiBid, obviously you can go into HiBid and look, right. But you won't find these sites.
Actually, you can. I do believe, because I looked into it, you can advertise your online auction on HiBid as well.
Oh, you can. It's like a pop-up type thing or whatever, and it'll redirect you or whatever.
So they have the link where you can see live auctions and online auctions. So an online auction platform, you would see that under the online links.
Okay.
So I do believe on HiBid, I'm pretty positive you can actually market, but there is definitely a cost to do it.
Yeah. It'd be like advertising on a YouTube video or whatever. Yeah. It's, because the cost for advertising on statesales.net, and those are a lot cheaper than, and the thing is with HiBid, I don't know if the value would be there, because if someone goes and clicks, now they're on this other website somewhere, they're like, it's not HiBid. If that's what they're used to, cool, but.
Well, that's the thing when you advertise it on HiBid, like online auctions on HiBid advertise, you can only advertise it the closing day.
Oh,
so you can't advertise
so no one's even
week.
seen it. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, it's not.
It'll pop. But if you put it in there a month ahead of time, for example, then it's sitting there on the day that it closes. So somebody could click on that day, but I mean, it just depends on how far out people go.
Yeah.
But then you can put your link to the auction. So then
on
you
that,
can
right.
link over,
Now, your way around that, though, is people who are using HiBid on their own website that have ads. You can advertise on any website that has an auction through like the Google AdSense, and advertise, because that's how the ads, like if you have your website, the ads pop up and stuff like that. Yeah. So you can advertise on there. That's everything.
That's a good point.
Robert, that's awesome. He said the stapler from Office Space was made only for the movie. After the movie was requested so much, they had to start making that model. That is awesome.
Nice.
And these are the cool signs I was talking about. And his are cheap. I just paid $5 because it was a starting bid on one of these. I mean, granted, I'll fully, but it was like 11 by 17 metal, the tin type sign. So I'm like, I'd pay $5 for it anyway. So I wanted it, So I just really like that pirate ship one. I didn't know it was on there. I've had the wife bid on it.
The pirate ship one.
Yeah, there was one about pirates, but it was earlier in the auction.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah, it was a random one, because that's what I remember we were talking about. It was like, the signs you have.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's like randomly in there. I can only please one person a day. Today is that's awesome.
And tomorrow doesn't look good either.
But this is the stuff I'm excited about, Roy. Like, so there's a lot of reselling stuff, and it's everywhere. But like the one auction I've been buying some stuff from, they're pallet flippers, and stuff like that. And listen, I got 2 brand new mini fridges for $40.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like, you can't, come on, tested and working, I need that disaster area for my bathroom door. And but like, you know, we stumbled on some other guys that, you know, I sent the link. That guy got back to me, by the way. That's why I was bringing this up.
Okay.
Is another reseller guy, and he had like, it's like 8 barns in one.
Oh, okay.
Literally barns of stuff, you know, but like metal roofing and all, you know, not some back alley somewhere creepy. Like, hey, Roy, come with me. And so, you know, it's one of those things. We'll go out there and, you know, maybe we'll look at buying a bunch of stuff and make him an offer, or, you know, if he has some other ideas, you know, I mean, he has way more stuff than would even fit in this warehouse, to give you an idea of the size. So I wouldn't want it all unless we had a month to get it out. Then I could take my time. You know, but it's finding some of that resale stuff that, yes, you know, as a resale, it may not go right away. It may not go in the next auction, but when you need some filler, you know, like even mine, like I have another 100, 200 items. Nothing was together. It was so disorganized. I'm like, and I didn't want to dump that on them. Be like, hey, here's like 300 items. Figure out what goes to what, because then we're another week out on the auction and everything. You know, it's not worth it. It's not worth the time. So I'll put that together while I'm organizing. But that's the kind of thing you find 400 items somewhere, and it may not be good for its own auction, but it's great filler. You have the photos on backup on standby, ready to go if you need to throw it in, and you know, that kind of stuff. So,
and Robert actually said the horse for Gumby was Pokey.
Pokey, thank you.
Yes.
I totally forgot. Totally forgot his name. So that's what she said. How are we doing? There we go.
Yeah, so some of these, like, oh, there it is. Parking for pirates.
Yes,
only.
that's the one. $18. You see what I'm saying?
Wow. Okay. Well,
I'm like, that's the one right there.
Well,
yeah. You need more pirate parking signs. Or, you know, I always wonder, like, so let's say you had like 4,000 of each of those signs, right?
Right.
Or we don't, but maybe you do. I don't know. Anyways, but I'm like, if every time you put it up to auction, it sells for over $15, I wonder what the probability, I guess is the right word, of that item selling every day for $15 on eBay.
Yeah.
Or Mercado. And then you're close to the daily refinement, the unicorn, the 10 by 10 by 10, right?
Right.
10 items, $10 net profit, 10 times a day.
Exactly.
$1,000 a day. Net
actually
profit.
I mean, the price on that was ridiculous. So I mean,
right.
That would be worth it.
But that's the thing. Was this a fluke? Because there's like more than one of me's that would have bid up to, you know, $15 of that.
I don't know. People like pirates.
Right.
People like pirates. Yeah. I mean,
it's yeah. That I'm gonna say, when you have, I'll have to send you the photos. I think I have like 6 or 7 wood display like pirate ships, and then I have a different like that Americana posters I had in this auction. It's kind of like that. It's a little different, but that's pirates, Blackbeard. Okay. And then you have a bunch of random like pirate stuff.
I kind of figured that world's greatest fisherman parking only might have sold for more than $1, but
hey,
you know,
he's not a pirate.
No, he's not. But you know what? I'm good with the pirate.
Yeah, $3 in the man cave. That's not bad. DeWalt blades or utility knives.
Yeah, I mean, I've had those. So you know, those are really storage units. You know, you got so many. I'm always finding them. So
yeah.
I have a little bucket in the back. I just toss those in, and you know, cleaning out the warehouse, trying to reorganize it. Like I'm like, let me throw a few of these in here. So
like the ones I gave you, I think it was like 3 new ones that I gave you, like total.
Yeah,
I had over 50. But the problem is I'm horrible at keeping track of knives. I love knives. I love utility knives, all different types of utility. Anything you can change the blade out. I hate sharpening anything. I can't do it. I've tried. I'm horrible at it. But so what happens is, though, I'll take it. I'll lose it somewhere. So I'm like, oh, the new ones are in the bin. And I just kept grabbing new blade. And so I'm like, you know what? I need to at least make some money. Well, I made money on a couple of them already. But, you know, I'm like, let's make some money on these. They're brand new.
Well, I'll say I do pretty good keeping up with the utility knife. So, you know, I just need the blades, though, you know. So, but I have so many from storage units. Like, I have so many blades, it's ridiculous.
Well, and any of those older ones, usually when you get them, they're going to have like 2 to 3 blades inside.
Right.
Yeah, I'm obsessed. But, well, that's the thing. So I finally started keeping track of some because of my fanny pack. I'm sorry, my utility pouch. It's like this one, the Gerber.
Okay.
This is a $3 Walmart buy.
Oh, wow.
And the blade switches out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this blade slides out, so I don't have to sharpen it with the thing. I think you push in here or something like that. I didn't get that far to figure it out yet. But it's got like the wood inlaid handle.
Nice.
And it came with 2. I didn't open the other one yet. But yeah, anything. And so this is, I think it's called Adventure Life or Outdoor Adventure Life, because I found this out because Cobalt came out with one like this,
And
and theirs could go in that, but it's not. So you have this straight, weird, like razor blade looking one, and then you have like the pointed one.
okay.
But then they also have the hook for like the fishing. I think you gut fish with it,
Okay.
and then you
Wow.
can actually do the other attachments for like carpet.
Okay. Okay.
So,
Wow.
but I call it all utility knives. I call anything you switch out the blade, I call a utility knife.
Yeah. Well,
So,
I mean,
yeah.
it's the idea of a utility.
Exactly. That's why I designed my own. That I've always wanted my own merch, and so I designed my own 3D printing. So it takes one utility blade. It's about the size of a utility blade. It's
Okay.
like perfect for box opening and throw it in your pockets.
Nice. So that's crazy. The DeWalt utility knives sold
Sick.
for less than the Milwaukee.
Oh, well, yeah. Milwaukee's the name, man.
Yeah.
It's always Milwaukee. But DeWalt sells good, but Milwaukee's. You should see the people in my videos, man. Like, these tools are crap. It's fake. Like, it's all in the same factory. Yeah, I'm sure they use cheaper plastic on one than the other, but I'm like, I don't care. Like I say, the Hurt with the Walmart brand, like it's made in the same factory as Ryobi, like literally in the same manufacturing tray facility, everything. But like I use Hart for all my accessories, my car vacuums, my spotlights, my flashlights, all the random accessory stuff. Well, because you can always find it for $4 at Walmart, so it's cheap.
We all got to have a brand, though.
Exactly.
Me, it's Cobalt from Lowe's.
There you go.
That
stuff's actually good though. Like I think it's like the drill and driver in here, the Impact. I gave it to you. We sold them.
Actually, the crazy thing with we recently went to that auction with the blow modes, and there was a blower with the 40 volt battery. Now I made a trade with somebody about a year ago where I got some 40 volt battery trimmers.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So, but there's no batteries with them. And the battery and the charger alone is a little over $100. So I was actually at this auction. They did it was the way they were doing it. They have this whole table lined up with the consignor stuff on it, and then they get the auction off. Okay, somebody want any pick, right? So they start the auction. Somebody says I'll do 10, and then they start going from there, and they go up. So it went up to like $50 and then $40. So on round number 3, I'm thinking they're going to do it again. He's like, anybody want to do 25 for a choice? Somebody puts their hand up finally, and I was thinking he was going to go lower,
right?
But before he went lower to 20 or something, somebody puts their hand up. What do they want? They want the blower out.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, I should have just got it.
This is why you watch my videos. So the trick is you never. Well, we found the batteries real cheap like 2 years ago, but that was the Rona, was the whole thing, right? But this last season, when they started doing the clearance on all like the blower, all that stuff after Christmas, we were finding like the 40 volt blower, $25. Well, the blower comes with a battery and a charger, yeah, exactly. And like some of them were like, even the weed whackers, like $50 for the 40 volt. And that's the thing. Listen, my videos are weird. I'm loud. I'm goofy. I'm in your face. I get it, but it's just kind of like I always say, like just skim through the videos, just skim like, or just listen in the background while you're driving. Keeps you awake at night. But that's if you're reselling, I get my videos aren't aimed, I guess, at the resellers. I'm trying to, because we got the Discord started and all that fun stuff. But that's part of why I'm trying to take the reselling off my plate. I have so many other things. I'm like, I'd rather make sure all the resellers find the stuff I'm getting out there. Yeah. Because that's the thing. Like, yeah, you could say like, oh, someone went and bought them all. It's like, no one's going to all 50 states, like if you're in Hawaii, or Alaska, right? You got the market cornered, depending on how many of you there are, I guess. Right. But like, but yeah, someone may hit all the Northern Ohio, but it's weird up here. People don't get it. Like we have 7 Lowe's within 45 minutes of us, 7 Lowe's, maybe 8 or 9 if you're within an hour. Like there's just, it's the way that Cleveland area is broken up. It's weird.
Yeah.
There's literal east side, west side, and people don't go to the other side. It just is what it is. It's the weirdest thing ever. Are those rifle stocks from a unit? That's pretty cool.
Actually, no, these were from a buyout.
Oh, okay.
So we did this huge buyout. We did a dollar sale last year. A lady came in, and I think her or her husband, I think it was her, asked for a card. They might call us. Ended up calling us into the summer.
Okay.
A few months later, come to find out, brother passed away, and the last little bit of stuff, they were trying to do garage sales, but they just got to a point they had been filtering so much.
Yeah.
And we ended up making a deal for the stuff that we saw that we thought would be sellable. And little did we know, it was a huge pile taking up a whole car spot.
Oh, so there's a lot more than you
going into, for the winter, they wanted to be able to put the car in the garage.
Right. No, it makes sense. Someday I'll be able to do that.
So we ended up making a deal. We got the buyout, and those were in it. And somebody got a great deal for $725 and $706.
Absolutely.
But that buyout was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Right. I don't even know what to say with that. It was just a lot of good things. Like, that's how I learned about the Louisville.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh my God.
The binoculars. Yeah.
So
that's the thing too. Like, you were also right time because they were just tired of it.
Yeah.
They probably would have taken less, unless you were super low then. But they just wanted it out. They just,
what we could see on the pile. I looked at what we could see and made a offer based off what I knew I could sell from what I could see. You know, I can't speculate.
Right.
When you want to do a buyout, storage unit, whatever the case, you can't say, well, this looks like it might have, so therefore I'm going to put that perceived value in there and say I'm going to spend $1,000 on a unit that I think I can see $1,000 on.
Yeah.
But you really only see 200.
Right.
And that was how it was. Like, there was a big pile, and it was like, I'm sure, but there was a lot of other stuff that I knew we wouldn't do anything with.
Right.
That you could see, as well as the stuff that I saw that we probably could do something with. So
no, it makes sense.
And then from there, once I have an idea what I'm looking at and what I think I can get off of it, I offer a quarter of it, because then everything that I have perceived in my mind, if I think this is going to sell for $100, I always take offers. So yes, it could sell for $100, but if somebody tells me they have 80, I'm going to take the 80. So that's how we kind of formulated, Lisa and I, our buyout option.
That makes sense.
It's like, here's what we think we can make out of it. We'll offer a quarter, and I tell people this is why, because this is what I think, but I'm going to take offers. That's where I'm going to set it, and I could sell it for a little bit less. And we got this buyout for what we saw to what was underneath everything, like the gun stocks, and we ended up finding Leupold scopes.
Oh wow!
We sold 2 scopes out of the pile for I think one went for $500 and one went for like $375 to $400.
Have a good night, Robert.
So it's
That's
crazy. Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, no, I all that stuff's fun. You know what I mean? But there's also the diamonds in the rough. Like when we were with What the Hales, my mannequin won the storage unit, right? And it was $35. I think people are more intimidated to bid against the mannequin because it was the mannequin raising his arm and nobody questioned it. We had to pay for him as a bidder. Like he had his own paperwork. It was legit, right? We got it approved, and because their only rule is as long as he can pay, I don't care who's bidding. And we saw there was a bunch of black garbage bags. You could see some older hoodies, and because by the way, one of the older hoodies covered the total cost of the auction, right? Wow. So it was the $35 for the unit. One of the hoodies, covered all of it because it was vintage enough. Inside the 4 black garbage bags of what you couldn't see, all brand new unopened Legos.
Wow.
Boxes, some were a little rough, a little squished, but there was no mouse chewing, no water damage.
Wow.
It's like just the big Lego sets.
Wow. And that's worth money.
Right. And that's why my mannequin left me, And the next one I bid, I think my next one, I think I won it. I think I paid out a total of like $63. And I figured between fuel and everything, I spent like $75 on it. But in the back, you could see it in the photo. That's why I was surprised I didn't get more bids. It was a grandfather clock. And so I sold that for $100 just because I had no idea the value of the thing. It didn't need work. Like it was missing one of the dealies, but
grandfather clocks can go for some money.
Yeah. But there's like a Keurig that was like brand new in there, and a bunch of random stuff, toys. Well, all those things. There's like 80 of those Heartline or Warmline things or whatever that that box of them, and the hookah was in there. That's where that's from. The hookah was in that. That's right.
How could you forget the best part?
I'm sorry, the hookah.
So this is kind of winding down here. So I know we are about 50 lots away, and they're closing pretty quick here.
They are. They're flying now. It's always that even. But see, this is where I would make my money. Right. So if I was doing straight eBay, I just sit at the end. Like if there's something great, you wait. You get in early, you check it out, you get it right. But like, you sit at the end, like, people fall asleep, they get tired, they, go do stuff. It's the middle of the week,
and you can get some good steals that way.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, the Hitachi too, the reason a lot of times those sell, or people don't know it, but it'll sell, is because Metabo is Hitachi.
Okay.
But they changed the name because they said Hitachi wouldn't sell well in the US. So they changed the name to Metabo. So now it is the older style battery that clips into the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
But if the Metabo one does that too, they're all interchangeable. Everything Hitachi Metabo.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So
learn something new.
Right? Yeah. So when you see any of that, as long as it has the same type of either slide in or slide on, it'll work with both brands. And then, of course, there's specific tools that only sell in the US and some that only sell in Japan, and
Yeah, I always wonder why I started seeing Metabo so much.
Yeah,
because where did that come out of the way? But I never took the time to look it up.
So it's technically Hitachi Power Tools, and it was like failing, so they changed it to Metabo HPT, and then they dropped the HPT, and now it's just Metabo.
Okay.
And now it sells for more money than Hitachi did because it wasn't moving. It was, but it's only at Lowe's. Metabo is to Lowe's what Cobalt is to Home Depot. So that's where Metabo is all Lowe's. That's right. And then online it's all different. What's a silver store? Oh, for storing silver? Or is that for cleaning? Silver storage bags and rolls.
Let's look into this and see what that is.
I'm assuming it's
saves work.
Oh, so you don't have
polishing, to keep always bright.
So after it's clean, you put it in the bag, and it probably prevents whatever causes the discoloration, right?
Yeah.
Only they have that for humans.
Zipper bags.
I want to stay fresh. I'm going to stay in my I sleep in my Tupperware.
Zipper bags for a hollowware, rolls for flatware, zipper bags for trays. So,
wow. So you don't have to constantly keep cleaning it when it sits out for a little bit.
Exactly. Saves work time.
Are you sure you want to sell those? That sounds something nice if you buy some silver and you store it. It's got a bid. It's too late.
Yeah. Can't pull it now.
Cast iron pans.
I think sometimes that's the thing that hurts a little bit when you see something's like, it's only selling for $1 and you just kind of want to pull it. But, I got to look at the whole of the sale. And go from there. So.
And that's where I've tied everything I've looked like. Only thing I hate when it goes for $1 is if it's something I would have kept instead of $1. That's the only time, and that's not end of the world. I'm sure you'll find 100 more things like that at some point, What's that cast iron pan at? Is that only $1 too?
$8.
Okay, $8.
But it's an 8-inch, so it's a little small. It's not.
Well, I was looking because I was curious if it was going to go for it because those what's that the other brand that's like everywhere. Everybody carries that brand, not Pioneer Woman.
So Lodge is one of the biggest brands that we see.
They were 75% off at Walmart.
Wow.
All the cast iron.
The only thing with
with Lodge,
they don't sell as well.
The resell's not?
Yeah, it's the Griswold that you really want to look for.
Okay.
Those seem to be the ones that most people will actually bid a lot of money on.
I got you.
We can sell some Lodge. Pioneer Woman, I wouldn't expect it to go too much higher.
No.
If it did, I mean, it's not it's a name, but it's not a name in cast iron.
No. I mean, the next thing with Pioneer Woman, it's always on clearance at Walmart. Yeah. Everything, if it's not on clearance, you're spending too much because it will be on clearance in like 2 weeks. Like every 2 weeks, there's new clearance to Pioneer Woman. Now cast iron though, it's still cast iron.
Right.
I'm sure there's more that go involved in just literally just putting some iron in a pan.
Right.
But
for whatever reason, if it's Griswold, it sells well. If it's not, then it sells.
What is that? The Dazer floating fixture model? It's a light?
Yeah, it's a vintage. That's like a desk light. You put it on your desk.
Okay.
It's made of metal.
What's up, Travis?
So, what's up, Travis? How you doing?
Where do I bid at? Is the link is in there. It should be in his description. The link's in there. I don't know if it's in the pinned comments still or not. If it stayed up there,
it should be pinned in the chat.
So because everything is through the Bid Rust Belt website. Mm-hmm. We're not doing like the live where we're here, doing all that kind of stuff. So Right through the website. You got to register if you haven't, and then bid from there. We're down to probably what, 40 lots, 50 lots? I don't remember now. He's going to post a link for you there, Travis. There you go.
Yeah, so that's posted, but it would require setting up an account. We are at, this is lot 241. We got 283.
Okay.
So
we're down to the last few minutes.
last 42 lots.
This is it. It's the final.
I am going to say I did miss one thing, and Lisa reminded me the other day. I went to test something just to see if it worked.
Mm-hmm.
It's your little Google speaker over there.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Lisa was like, where'd that come from? Did you put that there? I don't remember. And then I walked over. I'm like, oh, yeah. I remember now. I brought it over here to test it just to make sure it worked.
I am at three full bins as I've been finding stuff and putting stuff together.
Well,
we'll add that to it.
It's still there.
I think everything else, there was one or two items I think that, I don't know if there was any that didn't get a bid. I'm surprised the exploding bridge was the one I thought that would actually get some bids.
Actually, in a little bit, we could actually, we just got a bid on that crocheted blanket.
Ooh. Oh, yeah, you guys had the mermaid one in there too. I forgot. I brought that over. I don't remember that one for either.
Yeah, what do we have left here? Oh, well, at this point, you have the food and the
Wise cameras.
There we go. Oh, there's that foreign money.
And the foreign money.
Yeah.
That's up to $21. And there's rings and stuff in there too. I know. Like, I think only one of the rings was actually something, because the Snap-on thing you had separate.
Yeah.
Oh, the Jack Daniels cooler, the Igloo cooler. I love my coolers too. I collect those like Zippos, but the wife hates it because they pile up. Like most of the other coolers, like if they're broken though, like I keep my Christmas lights in coolers. They stay sealed. They don't get as mixed up as like they do in a bin. You know, it's usually like when the top's broken off or something. Okay. You know, you just stick them in a cooler because that's the problem. In a bin, you move stuff, they all get tangled and everything. In the cooler, there's tight, you know.
So Travis said, been a fan and subscribed for a long time to your channel. Loves your channel and found so many deals from watching your channel.
No, it's your channel. Or is that my channel, Travis? Well, either way, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, no, wait. I think I know that name. You've commented before. Oh, it's not.
I'd say we find deals, but not quite as prolific at finding deals as you are.
Oh, there we go. Tag Popper. I think that's Justin. It's my boy Justin, and then Travis. Yeah, he was on my channel.
Yes, the beard.
Yes. What is going on? I'm like, I knew that name, but it's not uncommon because, again, when I started my channel back in 2019, it was all reselling, thrifting, everything else.
Yeah, so it's whittling down. Wait a minute. It jumped. 246. Now we're at 428.
Oh.
These were the last ones to make sure we didn't end up crossing numbers. So.
Oh, yeah.
So I put in some of these later ones.
That's where I wasted too much time, man, because there was things I started adding after. I'm like, no, this is supposed to be at the first. Like, I literally went through and changed all the numbers and reorganized it all. I'm like, this is too much work. Well, yeah, that's the other thing, too. I haven't – you go to the website to try and figure out how to get your auctioneer license, not the full auctioneer license, but your auction license.
The
to be an auction firm. Yeah. There's no straight information on it.
No.
It's so confusing. I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like,
actually, I put everything together in an email because I've had a few people ask. I could just forward the email and it has all the little links and everything to where you go. I'm not see it all.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not doing that. That's not. I appreciate it. You know, I appreciate you having that info and wanting to share with me. I'd rather us both make money and then I don't have to figure it out. Because then I'll forget to renew next year and then they'll shut me down. You see what I mean? Like, I'm not going to remember any of that, you know. You have to remember. No, I need to sell my stuff. Well, you have to do it.
I have to remember it for my insurance in the first place.
Oh, anyway. That's true.
And every year I got to deal with the Medicare stuff. So,
yeah.
You know, for me, it's kind of easy because it's still going down to the same place not the same place, but it's dealing with Columbus, in my opinion.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
it's just another thing to track. But I got to keep tracking that stuff anyway. So
because I know they had up here, they had one of the classes up here. I know.
So what for the auction firm?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the auction firm actually, people have this. Were told they had to go to the auction class, and actually you don't. You just have to study some material, and
that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Because like if you can dig enough, I saw something, but it still said you had to go to an online like 4-hour class, but not the week long.
Yeah. Nope.
Like, see, it's all kinds of nonsense.
I'm sure there are people trying to capitalize on it, but nah, they give you a booklet. It's about 50 pages. You got to read through it all, understand it. You got to pay for your license, your bond license or bond in the favor of the state of Ohio. You'll have to pay for your license, but you got to pay for all that up front once you pass the test. You've already paid for it because you got to pay for the test, and it's included. But yeah, just a bunch of studying and time to drive down to Columbus and take a test, and
not too bad then.
But if you're going to use it,
right? No, exactly. Well, because that was the thing. I was like, I planned on pretty much going to this format completely. And then it came down to, okay, now I need to find a place. And then they passed the law. And then I'm like, now I need to get my auction license. And I'm like, and it's not that I minded people coming to my house to pick up their stuff. It was just like, I have a fire hydrant right on the edge of my driveway, and a lady backed into it. And she's like, I'm like, are you okay? She's like, we're fine, whatever. And I'm like, it's not my fault. They can't go after me because of a fire hydrant. You know what I mean? But it's like, it's so close to the driveway. I feel bad. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I don't want to feel that towards somebody because I hate people. I'm kidding. But I'm like, nobody should have to go through that when you're coming to pick something up. You know what I mean? Like, if I had a warehouse with a parking lot, like you pull up here, it's great. You leave and that's it. It's harder to find the place than it is to get out of the place.
That is why we got into this platform in the first place. When we moved out of doing everything from storage units, because we had to. Well, I think we were still kind of working out of the house in the garage, but mainly we were working out of storage units. And then, you end up with 3 storage units with inventory. And, we had one that was supposed to be for staging, one that had overflow. And,
and the winter sucks.
Yeah.
Storage.
The winter sucked. And then we went into the summer and it was blazing hot.
Oh, yeah.
And, Lisa was the one that was doing the business full time when the summer hit. And, having to go to the bathroom if you needed to, and having to leave the facility, and it was locked, so you had to leave the gate, come back in, all that other stuff, find a bathroom. So we ended up, for as much as we were paying for 3 storage units, ended up finding for a few $100s more our first warehouse.
Yeah, you can't beat that. Come on,
and it was air conditioned inside the warehouse and the office, which was nice.
Yeah,
but it was just a quarter of this size.
Oh wow, yeah.
So it was packed all the time.
Yeah. And that's what I ran into with mine. I mean, all this stuff you've seen in this auction that was mine, it was all in my garage on top of everything else that's in my garage. I mean, I always say like, my garage looks worse now than it did a month ago when I had everything in there, but it was just because every single thing was just tossed into a bin or some sort of container, and it was, out of sight, out of mind. Right. So I literally am torturing myself. I took everything out of the bins. So
that is true. Out of sight, out of mind. They call it a death pile, but
it's
Lisa hates that term. She thinks it's negative, so we call it money pile. And
which it is.
Yeah, we liquidated a good amount of this warehouse, and I mean, it just brought in money.
Thank you, Deborah. She wished me a happy early anniversary. My wedding anniversary is April 1st.
Oh.
We thought it was hilarious to get married on April 1st, so we could post on Facebook. We got married. Everyone's like, ha ha. And then April 2nd, hey, we're married. All right, it's over. No, really.
My granddad's birthday was April 1st, and he was notorious with the April Fool's jokes.
It's awesome.
Notorious with them. Man, these gloves sold for $5.
Yeah, I think they're 15 at Hobo Freight. So someone got to do. I think I literally used like one, and I tried a second pair, and they just. I usually get the large because there's so much stretch.
Yeah.
But those are the heavy nine, and so I'm like, I couldn't get my hand in it because there's no stretch to them.
Yeah,
but
those are the good ones.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, I need the cheap ones so my hand can get in. I don't, because the extra large, you have the weird fingertip things. You can't use them for anything. Like that laser level thing's actually kind of cool. It's a pull-out tape measure, like 3 different size laser levels with a light.
Yeah.
It's over $10, man.
As a matter of fact, I'm gonna peek in this real quick because Yeah, there we go. Got the nice little tape measure coming out a little bit on the back end.
Hey, Jules. I am hoping to do some more lives coming up again. We'll keep up on it. The tape deck. There you go. Tape cassettes. Oh, yeah, it is the Diet Coke. That's right.
Yeah. Okay. Man, those smartphones, $3, man. Really?
Yeah. Well, one's the OnePlus 7T, I think, and then the Note 4, which is still working, and the Samsung Galaxy S3. So the only reason I even had the S3, I bought them because I wasn't, when the VR first came out, the headsets, right? I'm like, I'm not spending, not each kid's not getting $500 VR. It's not happening, you know. And so I bought Samsung Galaxy S3s, and then I bought like the cheapo VR.
Okay.
But then everyone had a phone to just stick into the VR, because that's the problem. You got to put your phone into it. It's a pain.
Right.
But so this, I just bought them all $20 phones, and they had VR headsets. I'm cheap, yo.
Well, the interesting thing is, I know at least with S4 and up, so I'm not sure about S3, but you know, with this new Samsung S23 that came out, like if you have a Samsung S phone, a lot of places are letting you trade those in for credit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So, well, ironically, that's what we did right before this live. I mean, AT&T came out and we switched our phones to Verizon because we were getting $800 per credit.
Mm-hmm.
And guess where we're getting the phones from, or where we got them from?
Yep.
Storage units.
And see, those are, if you keep on top of technology, those are easy flips. So when Google came out with the Pixel 7, they don't announce it, but if you go through and have a trade-in on a Pixel 3a XL, the A was the cheap one, right?
Okay.
It was a $350 trade-in on a phone that was selling for $20 on eBay.
Wow.
So I bought every single one I could get my hands on under $50 and then flipped them all for $100 to $150 because cracked screen didn't matter.
Wow.
As long as it powered on, you got the full like $300 to $400.
Wow. Okay.
Now it's only like $100. So if you can sell it for 50, someone will buy it because they get $50 off their phone, you know. Right. But now Samsung's doing it with theirs, you know, the older S3 models. They want them off the road, you know.
Yeah.
But yes, Jewel and Deborah, the crew will be getting back together. We'll be putting some stuff together. Well, minus Stu, that's a whole nother story. Maybe a different live on a different day. But yeah, we got penny shopping coming up. We got a lot of deals. We're gonna try and do like dual Costco and dual Sam's Club. So we'll hit like, you know, home improvement and then tie in like clothing and things like that separately, you know. So that way everyone can get all the info. Bill and Ted, $9 already. There we go. $11 for the printer, which isn't bad because, like I said, like even if the printer, like I'm like, if no one bids, the power port, the power plug on eBay, because it's its own. They always had their own adapters.
Yeah.
They're $16 like brand new. It's ridiculous. And those, if somebody is anybody bidding on the Lenny Bruce, it is one bid. So the 2-pack of Lenny Bruce sell for decent like $20+ on eBay.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, that's it. I wish that this was the way that I did sourcing more.
This is how I do all my sourcing.
This is how we got started.
Okay.
We used to do this kind of stuff, going to estate sales, whatever. But I mean, with storage units, and now we have, you know, starting to get our consignments coming in, a couple of estate sales coming up. We are getting back into thrifting. We just haven't been on storage units lately, but it's not that they're going away. We've just been trying to reorganize.
Right.
Our house.
No, absolutely. But you need the space. You find that one big unit, man, or a big double.
Right.
Like you need the space to bring in a double storage.
and I think, you know, that's that. When I look at the time, it's like, you know, you have your one-offs, which are great, or you have the big treasure hunt, which sometimes, you know, gets in the way of the one-offs where you know there's solid money. But you know, the treasure hunt's fun. I mean, you don't get to find the little extras like the Samsung Galaxies that are hidden units. Or, you know, the coin collection, we found a couple of those, and I mean, the fun stuff, the extras that you don't expect.
Right. Oh, Deborah just said Walmart started electronics trade-in on everything from computers to phones.
Ooh,
that's a nice little.
Yeah.
Because that's the other trick too. Like, I mean, there's always the obvious, right? Like you go pick up sporting equipment at Goodwill or Salvation Army for $4. You sell it for $30 to play it against sports, and they sell it for $80, right? Like there's that kind of stuff. But that electronic stuff.
That Santa jumped.
Santa did jump.
He just made 3 jumps. But go ahead.
Oh,
Sorry.
no, you're fine. And so, but it's the electronic stuff where you can do just as well. Like you get it in a storage unit, you plug it in, it powers on. You know, even if you take them to the plug-in thing at Walmart where you plug in the phone, you see if it's working, and you only get like $4, but when you have 30 phones,
right.
And but to find a place where you can just take it and they'll do all the trade-in stuff for you.
I'm wondering, have you ever traded in phones at those machines at Walmart?
Oh, that's what I was talking about.
Okay.
Yeah. Like it was literally so.
But you have to plug them in and make sure they work. Or
so
do they just take
not necessarily. So you just take them in and plug it in inside the machine, and it'll tell you to hold the power button to see if it works. So you don't have to pre-test.
Okay.
But the one, they're like, we'll take it for you, but we're not giving you any money. It's like, and then the other one we looked at, it was like $4, but it was like the Note 4, but like on eBay, the Note 4 is working with the batteries. Like it'll sell for $20, right, 25, because it's got a pen. It's those most Samsung, and with Samsung, it's not hacking or whatever, but it's installing the upgraded ROMs.
Yeah.
So there's the other ROMs. So the Note 4, you can actually get up to Android 12 on it still.
Wow. Okay.
Certain things don't work great. Some things a little slow, right? But like the newer versions of Android run faster on less resources is their whole point, Oh yeah, there's the heart drills. Those serve me well. I'm just like, I don't need 3 impacts and 3 drill drivers. See the snap-on clip? I told you it'd go for a couple bucks.
See, that's the thing with the heart drills, though. Like, I mean, you look at that, and that's $5. That's a great deal. Like, definitely you want to see it go higher. But
of course, right? Because they're drilled. But
I actually don't think we had batteries with these, though.
We did not. No. If there was at least one battery, probably would have gone for more.
Yeah.
But I knew it would go for a couple bucks because if you have a battery, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. They're not that expensive. Like I find them on clearance for $10.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So normal price they're like 48. Which so if you bought a drill for $5, $48 for battery.
Yeah.
You're doing. And that's like the big 4-amp one.
Gotcha. Well, that clause jumped under the 2-minute mark. Jump back up.
What did?
That's Santa and Mrs. Claus.
Santa and Mrs. Claus. I like that. Like that was one thing I was almost like, do I get rid of it? Like between the cat and the kids and the dog, I'm just like, it's gonna get broken. Have somebody enjoy it.
Well, somebody wants it.
I see. See, I didn't know that. So Deborah said that's not the same thing Deborah was talking about. They do gift cards from Walmart at this other thing.
Okay.
So see, I go find some clearance in these units and then go buy clearance at Walmart.
Yeah. Well, I know definitely, especially if it's computers, that'd be a good option there.
Oh, yeah.
I got all these computers, and it's like, what do you do with them?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I hate to toss them out, but
see, so here's where the time comes in with that. Even the old laptops, the only way to make good money on them is to take them apart. Not the screens, right? But literally pop off the back. So you sell the back cover. You sell the pop-out CD drives, the pop-out hard drives, and then depending on the model, of course, or whatever, the RAM, always sell the DDR3 RAM. They don't make it anymore.
Okay.
So that's something they'll always sell. And then, but if some of the older Dells and all that stuff, the motherboards easily popped out. People are taking them and throwing them into mini cases.
Okay.
So now you have literally from that, it's still at HDMI sometimes, or at least DisplayPort. So you could throw it in a mini case, and now you have an easy, cheap little desktop computer. Because a laptop's a pain in the butt to upgrade, but that you can throw in an SSD hard drive. So now you have a fast hard drive. You can upgrade the RAM cheaper. Even though they don't make the DDR3, there's still a lot out there being sold right now. So it's dropped the price, but 16 gigabytes, running like $30, which isn't bad for 16 gigabytes of RAM.
Right.
And it's great flipping for reselling them if you want to get rid of it. But yeah, so it's little things you can do with that. Did the bag sell? Oh, it did get 7 bids. I was like, I don't know. Do I bother selling them or hang on to them? Like, whatever, I'll just sell them.
Sold for $6.
$6. There you go. You were right on the TV. You said it'd go for a few bucks because you said what for testing on the road, right?
Yeah,
like if you go to the garage sales, you want to test.
Sale, that'd be great for I believe it had ports for hooking up like a video game.
Yeah, it had the RCA in there.
You got you could hook up a DVD player. Go to the car or whatever. Actually, it had batteries in it, so you could put batteries in it.
Yep.
I saw that a while ago. Just
Yeah, I
if I bid on my own stuff, I might actually bid on that. But
right. Like that, I was using it literally as a TV, and I'd plug in like old systems or old VCRs. Like it was just more fun for me than anything else. But I'm up to like 4 working TV VCR combos.
Okay.
And I'm like this, and one's a little like 7-inch. I'm like, this tiny one's not gonna, for garage sale, I get it,
And hey, look, the food bucket's up to $40.
Heck yeah.
So that's gone up $18 since we looked a couple hours ago when it started.
Yeah. The chair up to 13.
Yeah,
That jumped up
those
recently.
chairs sell.
Yeah. No, I saw that. That was one of those other ones. I'm like, I like hanging on to it because I'm like, I'll just use it in my driveway for my own amusement. I'm like, this is stupid. I have a really nice chair, like the one where you like the anti-gravity chairs. They were $10 out of eBay, free shipping. I'm like, well, of course I'm going to buy. Somebody lost money, but I bought.
Right.
Mariah,
in fact, we got ours that we use right up there. We use them for
Oh,
camping.
yeah.
Unfortunately, we had to get rid of our camper last year, and hopefully next year we'll be working on the travel trailer again. We'll see.
My buddy's gonna be selling his. They want to upgrade, but he's got to upgrade his truck first.
Yeah, that's always the other problem.
That's his thing. He's like, I need the fifth wheel type deal, you know. And he's like, I don't need dualies, but I need the bigger whatever. And he's like, you know,
yeah, you definitely if you want a fifth wheel, you're not using a 1500 for it.
Well, his big dream that he's put together. Well, I'm helping him do his RV channel too for traveling and stuff, so it'll be fun. But what he wants to do, which I'll admit, I hate camping. I hate birds. I don't, you know, whatever. But teach your own. I don't argue with him, right? You know what I mean? But what he wants to do, I would do. He wants to go to the Mount Rushmore on the 4th of July.
Okay.
And I'm like, now that would be something cool to see.
Yeah.
You know, like I've never been to Mount Rushmore, so that'd be cool. But to go on the 4th of July with the fireworks they do and everything,
Wow.
like, okay, now that'd
be nice.
Yeah, he wanted to do it this year, and she's like, no, because like, you know, she wants to bring her parents, and like they want to go, and he's like, we need a bigger RV, and I'm like, all right, well, we'll sleep on the roof.
So the men's clothes lot is at $3.
Okay.
Women's clothes at $6.25. New at tags $23.
Oh yeah, that's all literally brand new. It was stuff. Honestly, that's the most expensive stuff at this auction. It was stuff we bought for one of us or the kids or whatever, and it just didn't fit. It didn't, you know, miss the return window, or you had to pay to ship it back. I'm like, get wrecked or get bent, as Tim says. You know, so the calendars. I'm surprised. I know they don't. So here's the funny part: the 1978 poster is the same exact dates as this year.
Really?
And 1979 is the same as next year.
Oh, wow.
And now not everybody knows that. You know what I mean? But no bids, nothing. And it's a funny monkey doing business work. You know, I mean, those I'm happy to take home if no one bids on them. So, you know, I'm okay with that. And then, oh yeah, what's the mermaid up to?
$6.
$6. Sweet. I was going to use that for a video that I never did either. My wife made a good point that she's like, you're going to try and walk in that. She's like, you're going to crack your head open. And then she
got the catch all lot at the end.
Oh, okay. Everything left. That's the unicorn head.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have 2 Grinch ones. Those were a fluke at Walmart.
Okay.
So they're $20 all the time, right? Well, Halloween ended. Christmas is out right away, right? Yeah. Well, they all had the same UPC code as the Halloween ones for all the Grinch and the Rudolph. They were all $5, man.
Wow.
All $5. I made so much money on those because I bought all the Christmas right away. I bought them all. I think Kelly's like, where's all our money? I'm like, we've got a bunch of heads. But they sold within days because none of the Walmarts had them because I had them all. But I just did fast $15 pickups. Come and get them. One guy bought like 20 of them, you know, because he's going to flip them for 40, you know. Right, I'm like, I don't care. I got all my money back plus more right away. 3 times my profit. And like, I think it was like literally 3 days.
Wow.
Yeah. But that's the stuff. That's the fun. Like you were talking about, like doing the thrifting. Like we were in Minnesota visiting my parents and we were hitting some garage sales. So I was looking for some footage and whatever. Right. So I'm just scanning some books with eBay, whatever. And it was the first time I had to not flip out. Right. In these brand new books. And she's like, oh, those are the hardbound books. Those are $5. I'm kind of like, what kind of garage sale is this? Right. Well, I looked at it, $85 on eBay, sold it before I left Minnesota on our week vacation. Both of them.
Nice.
Yeah. But one went for 80 because I didn't have the slip cover or whatever.
Gotcha.
They were brand new. And I'm like, it was just, I've never heard of the book, whatever. And just, I happened to scan it at the right time. I'll pay your $5, lady.
As a matter of fact, that reminds me on scanning. Got to get a scanner.
A scanner?
Yeah. So when we're out, you're doing books or whatever the case may be, you have a little, you know, a small portable handheld scanner.
No, you have a working phone. You don't need all that.
If you're recording, though, you know, you got all this stuff going on and you got your phone.
No, because you're screen recording so people can see what you're scanning.
Yeah, you scan it with your Bluetooth scanner and it pops up on your phone and tells you everything that's going on.
Now you're screen recording, holding a phone and recording video. Now you got too much going on.
Oh.
Yeah,
Always got too much.
You have your
going on.
camera, and then you scan with your phone and screen record your
See me
phone.
multitask.
Right. We need more phones.
That is true. That's why I kept my old one when I traded that one.
Oh no, that's
gave him one
absolutely.
out the garage.
I mean, there's your Bluetooth scanner. Honestly,
yeah, that is a good point. That is valid.
Is that it? Oh no, 23 seconds on the mix close.
Oh, that thing is still going, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Someone must have jumped in that last time.
On our last lot.
Yes, I am keeping the shorts and flip flops for myself. I don't want to be weird, like throw my leg up on the desk. I'm wearing my Dollar General space leggings. I don't even know if you can see that on camera, but yeah. We had lacrosse practice. There it is.
It's all done. 283 lots done in an hour or 2 hours and 20 minutes.
And that's all she wrote.
That it is. Should we see what we did?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's see what we ended at.
$4 million.
So if we average $10 a lot, it should be $2,800 or more.
Can't complain about that.
$2,800. There it is.
That's how we do it.
Average $10 a lot.
Heck yeah. So now, for everybody on his channel, I am going to put this together. I'm going to put down everything I paid. We won't go through each item. I'm not that bored, right? But we'll jump in, and I might talk about a couple things because some of them were kind of some fun buys and some lucky buys and stuff like that. And yeah, we'll go from there. Yeah, I'm sorry, Miss. Oh wait, there it is. Moss 8541. Yes, we started earlier. I had a bunch of technical difficulties, so I was like 40 minutes late as it is going into it. But we're going to do some more of these. We're going to have some fun. Get ready for the reseller cribs that we're going to do here. That'll be coming up at some point. Again, that's probably going to be like a month out, be honest, because between what we have going on plus adding stuff to it, and the edit will be fun with that, though. And but yes, Jules, DWB, Mariah, everybody, is awesome to see you. Welcome again to the Hudsons. So excited to find you again. And all the awesome people on Avery's channel. And Travis, right? Yeah, Travis jumped over.
And we appreciate y'all stopping in. And I think we've kind of wrapped for the night.
Absolutely. It's 10:30 here, so
yeah. So we appreciate y'all being here. And hey, hopefully you liked what you saw and subscribe to the channel. This was kind of a little something of how we liquidate a lot of things, but we do a lot more thrifting, storage units, stuff like that. As well. So this is just a special night. We got to help Josh liquidate some of his stuff here, and the beard is happy.
Oh yeah,
we're happy.
Yeah, dude, we love you. We appreciate all of you. Stay thrifty, my friends, and no matter what, never forget to never forget